Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of All Out Pummeling. I'm JP, one of the coaches of the Toddington Torracats.
Hello, I'm Becky. I am the other coach of the Toddington Torracats.
Hey, we got Becky with us today, and I've also got my other co-host.
I'm Joe, coach of the Kruger and Croconaws.
And I'm PK, coach of the Luton Town Leafeons.
And boy, it's been a while since we've had anything to do with the matches, so we are coming in fresh from this round. How are we all doing, guys? We all surviving? No one's got anything significant going on in their lives that might affect their ability to do their own
fresh
show?
And I am hot on that mute button for every time I cough.
I was going to say, is that the time where we all just start coughing into the mic?
No, but there will be a little side game running along for cough counter. So who's most likely to have some sort of infection? No, we're here. Hopefully, gonna have some fun.
Yeah, I mean, gotta have it after. Well, I'm in quarantine, so
Well,
I'm now effectively unemployed, so
Yeah, you were told to not come in, yet you're still getting paid for not being in.
Oh,
Mr. JP.
Oh no, we're back. We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
It's all okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you effectively are being paid to stay at home.
I am being paid to stay at home up until the end of my contract, yes.
What a good deal.
It's a good deal, but it's also a pretty good time to be unemployed with a global pandemic going on. It's like, don't really know if my, well, for the jobs that I would like, I don't know if there's really much employment opportunities, to be honest.
Yeah, especially in the financial sector. Having quite a few cuts at the moment. So.
A little bit. There's not a lot of time and space for interviews when Oh, I guess I could just do it over the internet. But
you could go back to your job at Asda.
I could.
Supermarkets need them right now.
Yeah, the job in the warehouse I had, which injured my back and my shoulder, like semi-permanently. Yeah, great. That'd be fun.
And Becky is rather handily off work from her job with the NHS.
Yeah.
Due to other health issues.
Not that she wants to be.
No.
Yeah, I'm actually desperate to go back. I'd love to be at work at the moment.
Go back on the front line.
Dying of boredom.
You're going to go back. You'll be there for one day, and then you'll get corona, and then you'll be back home for another like 4 weeks.
Hey, currently my ward is corona-free. The hospital isn't, but my ward is.
Nice.
You'll go back on your first day, and you'll be like, why am I back? This is horrible. It'll just be
This
utter
12.5-hour shift was a nightmare. Like they all are.
Oh dear. But anyway, I suppose we should get into some Pokemon-related things, namely the matches.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, once again, we will be covering the the Master Group and the Great Group. A-League have already covered the Ultra Groups and the Premier Groups. I haven't quite watched A-League yet, so yeah, we're going in super blind this week.
It's a good episode. It's the first time I've actually watched the Rotom phone interview.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying the Rotom phone bit.
I mean, I didn't enjoy it too much this week, considering a lot of talk was about me chatting shit and then getting banged. But like, yeah,
we should stop chatting shit and then getting banged.
Hell no.
You've either got to chat the shit and not get
about.
banged, or don't chat the shit so you can't get banged.
Oh, mate, it's not chatting shit, mate. I just give my opinion, all right? That's all it is.
You
Your
chat
opinion
shit.
is that you're the best at everything in every single way.
That is not what I've been saying this season. Thank you very much.
Not this season, no. No, that's fine.
I mean, yeah. What can you do?
What can you do? You can start winning. That's what you can do. Right, should we get into the games?
Let us.
Game 1. This is going to be... It's the Kruger Croconaws versus the Lemhus Laxrays.
Yes, indeed.
I was very much looking forward to this game because it's two really good players with some quirky teams.
I was saying,
yeah, I was looking forward to you winning a game.
Well, yeah, I didn't really prep too much going into this. I can't.
Did you
remember
prep
why.
for the Murkrow?
I didn't prep for the Murkrow.
Oh no! There it is.
I prepped for his top 6 and then didn't do anything more than that, and I didn't really have much of a game plan. I think the plan was Mold Breaker, Excadrill to hit his Rotom. That was about as far as the prep got.
Nice.
Yeah, that's about it, really.
So it's
Big
like you
game.
just needed a certain amount of score as like the way you were loading out, didn't you?
Like, I needed to win this incredibly heavily, and then I also needed to win the next game incredibly heavily, and I was like, it's probably not going to fucking happen, is it? No.
I think you only had to heavily win. You only had to heavily win both games if the other lowest person
if
won
I
their
beat
game.
Tom here, but the next game Tom won heavily, then it would be dodgy. But the fact I lost this means I'm now completely out into
You are in.
losers or whatever.
Well, that's
But cool.
the
You're not out of the
Like,
whole thing. You
No,
can
no,
still
no.
get into
He's
grand
into the
finals.
lower
Just more
bracket,
difficult.
Yeah. But it does mean my next match against Rob, I'm deciding what to do about. So
I think you need to win a mental battle rather than on the field.
yes,
You
this
need
is
to
what I'm thinking.
his ass down.
I have a mental plan to go for. So
Do you have a team to do the strat that you were telling PK to use against me?
no, I don't.
He didn't actually tell me that, so I still
I
don't
have
really know what
one-
that strat is.
I
No,
have
you
one
brought it
who
up
can do
30
it,
minutes
but
before
does it
our game, and I was
very
like, oh
badly.
shit.
The one that can do it very badly, whereas PK's got possibly the best mon for it, if not the second best mon
Nice.
to do it. And it's
Save
one
it
of
for
his tier
playoffs.
5s, I'll tell you.
Oh yes.
Oh boy.
Well, we got to
you
actually
can't
talk
tell
about
them that. Now I know.
Nah, it's fine. We're going into knockouts soon. Like, I'll bust it out then. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. All of PK's team's tier 5 now.
Wow.
Before we get into the game, Becky, looking at this team, what were you expecting from the game? Have you seen the game actually?
I have not seen the game.
Okay, what would you think is about to occur in this game? Looking at it,
Well,
know what the
knowing
monster
Joe, but not knowing the Limehouse Lux Rays very well, I assumed that Joe would smash them.
okay. I mean, he was the king for a reason.
He also, I have definitely seen his video where he just laughs maniacally at the camera.
That was like what 3 years ago.
Yeah. It was a while ago
It
now.
was a while ago, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, I'm a long-term Poker League fan.
Just admits all of the games that we lose. Is like, no, they always win. All that Pummeling always win.
Exactly. Why do you think I joined the Toddington Torracats? They always win.
Well,
I
we're
mean,
doing
out of all the
so
teams,
far.
I'm not sure they were the one you wanted to join. For
What are you
winning.
talking about? We're doing the best. Well, actually, we're
Historically,
Third
data
group,
wise,
so-
I think, you know.
If we speak to Handsome John, we could get him to curate the Reddit so that it is nothing but our successes. The winners
yes.
write history. That's the way.
Hey, I'll have you know that the Toddington Torracats have been in 2 A finals before. So,
Whoa.
yeah, because we were in the season 1, and then season 4. Yeah, for season 4 in Diamond.
You're in the Diamond?
Yeah.
Wasn't that like the third place?
No, I was in Diamond and then got knocked down. I was actually in. Was I in both? Yeah, I was in both finals. I was in the Diamond and the Pearl final, and then I lost in both.
Nice.
But it's, I've been in all the finals.
That's the grand final.
They were the grand final. Me and Joe have been
Yes.
in the grand finals, so, you know.
You have been in the grand finals together, joking each other off. Anyway, we should watch this game instead of filleting
So
ourselves.
yeah, I expected Joe to win, but then that's just because go Joe! Yay!
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I was very excited to see what this Melgrow does, so should we get into the game?
Yes, because I don't really remember what happens.
Nope, neither do I. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Low.
Norman Reedus and his funky fetus coming out first.
Hells yeah.
I just
Mr.
thought the
Crowley.
macro and I was like, I have no
Oh,
idea.
Becky,
what
we
this
are
macro
watching
is
on
gonna
slow,
do.
by the way.
Okay.
Hopped out here,
so
was
it's
lucky,
turn
got
2 now.
both a Thunderwave immunity, a resisted foul play, and I get off a knockoff here, and I was like, brilliant! This
Good
is
start.
possibly the best turn 1 and turn 2 I could have hoped for. And then everything goes horribly, horribly wrong.
It's the dude. It's the
The
dude.
dude.
He's
So
just
the
switching.
Slowbro appears. You get some damage off on it. Like,
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was some chatter in the Yeah, also you were like feeling lucky, and then he was like, not a chance.
Because I'm obviously faster than a Slowbro, and I'm a Togekiss.
Yeah.
So I had no idea what this Nidoking is. I hate fighting Nidoking because you never know what it is.
Oh,
and then
I
it's a
know.
substitute, my least favourite thing in the entire game. So,
Yeah.
Little Alex Horn! Sorry, I love Taskmaster.
I'm looking forward to his name already because I know nothing about any of his names ever.
Oof. Sacked off his devote.
Yeah.
I can't believe the Murkrow's dead already.
Murkrow's dead. I mean, he lost
It's
at
shit.
Eviolite and didn't really do much.
Yeah.
Get off a
Okay.
nice toxic
Oh,
here.
yeah, on
And
the
I think
Crystal Bro.
at this point I was starting to really like.
This
panic.
is not a bad situation, but it is boosting.
Yeah, because I was like, right, well, how do I? If it has rest here, then I'm in trouble. So
I was thinking,
here.
considering he's still boosting, he probably has the rest.
I think this is this the first cock up. I can't remember.
So he goes for the Mega Evolve.
No, I go for the-
Shadow Ball.
So this is choice specs, full special set. Oh, the Scold, a crit Scold,
Crit!
and burn, by the way. So,
Oh, unfortunate.
so that that was now suddenly put me on the back foot. So I had a choice here. Either I switch out, but yeah, I can't try to remember. I wanted to either kill it, but if he swapped to something else, then I was then screwed. But I just decided needed to kill this. But if he had swapped or something, then he would have ended up killing my dude because I wanted to get the regenerator by swapping out. So it was a bit.
Bontu taking the Ice Beam, getting away from the substitute.
There was my greedy play. I went there assuming he would go for another Ice Beam. I thought I can get off a free regenerator here on my Toxapex.
Okay, yeah.
So he hard read it and killed my thing, and that was where I lost the entire game. So because now nothing on my team, nothing on my team can deal with a scissor. Nothing on my team deals with a scissor. Except for maybe this Bontu who's on 9%.
Oh, but you need it.
It's a steady slope down. Yeah,
And that's just it, really.
Then.
And the fact that if the only other thing I could do that would be okay is if Norman Reedus was on a higher health. But the fact that it took that crit burn just ruined it, and now it's like.
So it
'cause
is
it's so
running
slow.
Regenerator, isn't it?
It is running Regenerator, yes.
So you need to find a way to
And
somehow
again,
get it back
right
up,
there.
yeah.
Another hard read. Him predicting I'd go to Togekiss and hitting Stone Edge was again, just ruined me.
Good
So
play.
yeah, and that was it. It was just a few hard reads and
Could you
my
have-
greedy play, and then I lost.
Could you have tried to keep Bontu alive just to switch him for Intimidates, or so with when you're against the Doggo, you could have gone into.
At the point it
Sceptile?
died was I wanted it to be sacked off anyway, and I used it to get off and Intimidate. So
So you didn't want to go into Sceptile then, maybe?
no, because it could have outraged and killed me
Yeah, that's true.
easily, or even.
Log into outrage. I'm gonna kill this thing.
Yeah.
And I watch it.
Well, I'm
Could
not a
happen.
fairy type, So at that point, he could have just ripped through my entire team. So I thought if I could get the Intimidate off, then at least the thingies wouldn't be too bad. I was here like trying to think of the mind because I thought his last move would be U-turn rather than Bug Bite for some reason.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, if he U-turns, then he loses his speed boost, and then maybe I can bring it back. And then he just Bug Bite. I was like,
no,
well,
well,
fuck
it's
that.
done.
So
Had the right coverage.
yeah. I
Solid non-Mega Scissor even.
I threw away Toxapex early, and I had no way back from there. So yeah, fucked it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So it looks like Tom was in your head a little bit.
Made the right reads.
Yeah, he just made some hard reads. I don't think I've played Tom for a while.
Yeah,
and
we were
maybe
talking
not
about this.
since he was a rookie trainer.
Like in season 2 when he had half a team.
Yeah, so I wasn't quite sure what I was going up against, and wasn't prepped for at least a couple members of his team.
Yeah, like he's been stepping up every season, sort of noticeably. Like in season 2, I think the first one he was in, it was sort of, I don't know, he was losing a lot of games, and then next season he was starting to win games, and then last season looking in the grand final.
Yes,
And he's
indeed.
doing well
Yeah.
again this season.
Yeah, he's well with that, he's going to be going through to the winners final, or the winners knockouts.
Top
so.
3 are all locked in.
Yeah,
for
unfortunately,
the,
that loss
Master
busted you down.
Yeah.
Just need to start winning, Joe. What happened?
I mean,
To be fair,
he needs to win when it matters. So
Yeah.
at this point, it doesn't overly matter.
I mean,
it was
I did
less-
alright in groups, and then
Yeah, it was less about you doing not so well. It was more that all the others in Master
They-
had an extra game on you, so they did
they
particularly
started
well.
on an extra game, so it was just like, oh, right, well, I'm already at a huge disadvantage
Yeah.
coming into groups.
It's fine. Blame,
Yeah, I
blame
know
the
that
younglings.
feeling.
It was all the younglings' fault.
Well, if I'm the same going into my group, I was a win down on everyone else. So
That's true.
it's a tough situation to be in, but yeah.
It is.
All right, I'm getting my lightsaber ready. Some younglings might be feeling some pain.
How did you did you like the fact that there was a chance that you could get into the third slot in the top group and still go through? Did you like that?
I
Do you think
did.
that was a good
I
change?
think it was more rewarding, especially for Tom now, who's going to be in the third place,
Yeah.
who has obviously performed very well.
Mhm.
And again, the reason we've done this is because yes, he's going through with was he currently 4-1? 4-1?
Ooh, I haven't got the score thing.
Yeah,
open.
4-1, 4-1.
4-1 with a good Pokemon score, and yet
If he wasn't going through,
yeah, if he
that'd be an
wasn't going
injustice.
through on that, whereas someone down in the Premier group who's got a much worse Pokemon score
Yeah.
and win to loss is going to be going through. And it's
Yeah,
like,
so
well,
second place in the Premier group at the moment is 2 and 3. So
Exactly.
it's like
So actually,
Exactly.
it's
With
worked out
minus
really.
50.
yeah,
What's
Yeah.
Handsome John on?
he is currently as the end
3 and
of
2
match
and
5,
plus
3
3.
and 2. Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah. So and then what, Joe? What are you on?
I am currently
2 and 3 plus 3.
yeah 2
so
and 3 plus 3.
Actually,
So
it's
I'm-
worked out really
yes,
well.
yeah, it's worked out really well because I'm below John, who's in first place of the bottom group. So that makes sense that he should
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
up and I should go down. However, I'm still
Better
I'm
than
still
the second
I'm
place.
still
yeah.
a lot of Pokemon score ahead of the person in second place in Premier. So
Yeah, I really do
Yeah.
like the way that.
I think it has
I think it's worked.
Well done,
evened it
guys.
out a bit better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a nice change.
Good shit.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Right then, shall we get on to our next match? And this is going to be the Ealing Elikids versus that guy. It's the Bristol Braveries.
Okay, now this was the match I was looking forward to because both of them were 4-0 going into this,
Hells yeah, both
and
of them
it's always a
undefeated.
good match. Rob versus Same. So
Yeah, like
I've
Sam
not
Warner's-
actually seen it yet. So
really?
this is
Oh,
going to be
what-
my first watch.
Sam
No.
Warner has never defeated Rob before. So immense pressure on both of them. Sam obviously wanted to pick up that first W. Versus
and we know
his
how well he
mentor.
deals with mental stress
Yes.
when it comes to Pokemon.
And Rob also, you know, he's got to uphold his position as not having lost to Sam yet. But I spoke to Rob a bit about it. He said that he hoped to God that he would lose so that he doesn't have the pressure anymore. And also that so he's got a loss going into the playoffs, so he hasn't got that stress either.
Yeah, get your lose in early, so you know.
Yes.
So you've got it out of your system.
Yeah,
That's what you
yeah.
want.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Yep.
Yeah,
That's the plan.
exactly.
yeah. Biding my time for that sweet playoff run. That's what it's all about. Got to peak at the right time.
Oh, so we got some flappy boys there. The Charizard is making another appearance. It's sort of like the cornerstone of Rob's team with the Mega Stone.
Can I just say that I hate Hitmontop as like a Pokemon?
Why do you
I
hate
hate
him on
it.
top? Look at it. He's
I
dancing
mean, it was
about.
cooler when it was on his head, but like, even still, he's dancing mad, that boy.
He's a little bit shy though. He's hiding behind tangles.
like
He's like,
Hitmontop,
"Ooh,
yeah.
Do we come in?
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe.
He's
not."
better than the other two Hitmons.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So.
Yeah.
Whoa, are you a Lee man? Are you a Lee man?
I don't really
Are you a
like any
Bruce
of them,
Lee
to
or a
be
Jackie
honest.
Chan? Are you
You're
a...
not. You're not a Chan man. No one's a
No,
Chan.
man.
Ah, Chan looks like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like any of them. But
You
I gotta
only
say,
like Tyrogue. That's what it is.
no, I don't even like Tyro.
Yeah, I
I'm trying to
think
think out of all like the fighting Pokemon that are, you know, obviously fighting. You know, like you've got Throw and Sork. They suck as well.
Yeah, they fucking
See,
suck.
Tyrogue reminds me of you remember the putties from Power Rangers? It's just sort of like this grey humanoid fighting thing, and they're going.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think that's what it always reminds me of.
They're such little.
Yeah, no, I just like fighting Pokemon.
Well, I like a lot of the other fighting Pokemon that also
Yeah.
happen to be animals, so that's a bit annoying.
There's a fighting Pokemon in this very match that I happen to really like.
Is it him on top? Oh no, I see it.
no.
I see it. He's hiding behind the Palaswine. But is he going to clang some fools this game?
Oh, I hope he does.
Well, I also hope he does, because I can't remember if he does or not. The victory bell's coming out, so he's definitely going for that chlorophyll strat there.
Yes, indeed.
I remember Espeon is a pain to deal with.
It's a pain. Yeah.
This feels great. Love it.
Especially when you don't remember its ability.
No Tapu Koko in this match.
Yes, no
Interesting.
Coco, which Rob is full of mind games, because before the match he said to me, JP, I'm definitely bringing Tapu Koko. And I was like, good, because it's good against his team. And then at the last minute, I think he bailed. He was like, no, JP, it's terrible against his team. Like, Mega Aerodactyl just kills everything.
Yeah, I remember him complaining about Mega Aerodactyl and like
Yes,
not
'cause
liking
it
Coco in this. And I'm just like,
Coco, and so Coco
like,
has to have a choice scarf.
Yeah, just put a choice scarf and then kill everything.
that's the thing. It's only so
probably
fast.
fine.
It doesn't have speed boosting moves, as far as I remember.
Choice scarf, U-turn.
Tailwind against Tailwind.
Actually,
Oh
more
yeah,
switches
yeah,
fun.
that's that. But you'd be a bold man to Tailwind as a as a Mega Aerodactyl.
Did it on me last game. Did it on me last game. So-
That's true.
True that. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really remember too much else, so unless anyone's got anything else to add, should we dive on in? I think it's a
Nope,
longish
head on.
game. It was a good one though. Right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Slow.
Remember, Becky, we want slow.
Yep.
Oh, we had some timer action going on here.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, eating other kids with the BM timer.
No, it was requested by.
I was
Rob.
requested by Rob. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought.
Yeah, and then Sam disconnected.
Oh, that makes much more. Oh yeah, so disconnected, and then Rob was gonna lay him out. Which is great.
Unfortunately, that schooled instantly getting the turn 1 burn.
Yes. Dazzling Gleam coming, doing 0 damage to the resisted Volcarona. Sam using the Big Daddy against Rob.
Yeah.
Some poetic
Yes.
justice in that.
Thinking this is a
Flurry
sub,
Dance,
Getting the
sub
boost.
swarm, maybe?
Getting the boost
The flame
behind
body?
the sub. Oh, you think maybe? Not
So I
sure.
feel like that's what usually it would be to boost that bug type move, but he's still getting
Well,
these fiery
you only
dances
get swarm when they're low HP.
below-
It's the same
It's
as
below 33%, isn't it?
yeah, same as Blaze and
So maybe
Torrent and
that's
stuff.
what he's trying to do, get his maybe HP down for that.
That's true. Yeah.
Ooh,
No
flame
chance of
dance,
that,
son.
Jeez.
That's Bahamut, bitch. What's this butterscotch? Now this Charizard was so scared of the light part. Every
Thunder
time
wave,
it came, it was like,
yeah.
nope, getting out of there. Debugs D.
Charm.
Charm.
Wow.
And the para.
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't quite get the charm. What was that for? Is that literally for Victual? Because it's typically physical.
What with the ball? No.
I guess.
He was going for something.
I don't know. Is it physical? I guess its physical stat is slightly higher, but it gets solar
Yeah,
beam and
you could
stuff.
run. You could run either. You can run either. In fact, you can run mixed
Yeah.
pretty comfortably.
Ooh, that intimidated
Yeah.
Aerodactyl. Nothing.
Yeah. Oh, Disco Stew.
Is this
the Roxladoo.
Roxladoo Disco Stew.
Isn't it?
Hey.
Oh,
Absorbing.
the super effective poison jab doing
Yeah.
fuck all.
Okay, let me just dance up and I'll try again. Leech Sea. Oh dear. Are you sure that was super effective? Said Rob. Oh, fucking
He's
troll.
doing it again. He's double dancing.
Oh, the knockoff. Get rid of his focus, sash.
sash. Well, you don't
Really-
need that no more. So
Yeah.
Really is afraid of a Dazzling Gleam from Espeon, maybe?
Yeah. Get up a dance in its face to be faster.
Yep.
getting another Intimidate off there.
Poison jab again.
Oh,
doing
Rocky
no damage.
helmet.
Rocky helmet.
Ooh, Rocky
Oh, the
helmet
lead
plus
seed.
And the
seed.
seed. Oh,
Rob's got some
and there's the
tanky
protect
boys.
to get another turn of leech
Oh.
seed off. Yeah,
just perfectly read him here.
I think I remember
Outplayed
watching at
him.
the time. I was like, he should have clicked protect now. Why would you not click protect that turn? Yeah,
Drain punch, but Rocky
Shout.
helmet and then seed again.
yeah,
I think I'll still live this, right? It's not going to be 15%. Yeah.
yeah. But now another turn of
Now he
protect.
just protects. Yeah.
Switch out. keeping it alive for
saved
a
it on
second.
3%. Rob also switches out. Interesting.
That was quite a
Brilliant. And back into Bob
Interesting
Benelli.
switch.
Now for the
Yeah,
sack.
I'm not sure about.
I think he was just scanning to
maybe
see
just
what move
sacking
he'd
it
do.
off. Yeah.
Getting the intel. Okay, season 2 back out. We're going to see a roost, or we're going to see a Z move.
Either bug or fire. It's got to be.
Sounds
Supersonic
identified this thing
Sky
as a
Strike.
problem, and it is
The
out of there.
non-stab version. Okay.
I don't know what flying move it gets, but Hurricane, I guess.
Hurricane.
Hurricane,
yeah.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
That'll do it. Yeah. Zed
Oh,
Hurricane,
the
that'll
flappy
do.
boys. Let's go.
Oh.
Oh, this just dies to a Stone Edge now,
Is
right?
this-
Well,
Or is he gonna
if it
switch out?
hits.
If it hits, yeah.
Yeah.
Ow! Disco Stu. Is he going to get hit by
Just
rocks in the
intimidate
knee?
it.
Fire!
Ooh, Fire Fang in the sun.
Nice.
Let's go.
Oof.
That
Boosted
did a lot.
Fire Fang.
Yeah.
Like...
And the crit.
Oh, and the crit.
Get out of here, Disco Stu.
Yeah, but you're taking too
I mean,
lots
he's
of
intimidated
rocky
from the
helmet
helmet,
off
but
that.
yeah.
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 Polly's out of it. Get out of there, Polly.
Switched out after the intimidate personally, but yeah,
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna see.
doesn't gain
What a
another
crit.
assist.
Doing
Crit.
nothing.
Love to see this
Roost
fourth
now?
move being Roost right here. That would
Yeah.
be just delicious.
Roost right now, but it goes with the fiery dance. I'm guessing he's just not got a good fourth move. Maybe it's defog.
Maybe.
Even without the sun, enough there to just finish it off.
Yep. But now this Charizard's come out at a really awkward time. Okay, never mind. So he can get the sun up again. But then
Yeah.
the Victory Bell
Oh,
that's out
Stone
now
Mist doesn't
needs
help.
the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's saving the Charizard for the sun.
Yeah. I guess he doesn't want to switch in anything else to the Sand Renegade.
But there's a Z move.
Ooh, breakneck blitz.
Which is normal.
the normal
See?
move.
I feel like it's got to be Weather Ball's a normal move unless there's sun up.
Z
So I feel like
body
it's got to
slap?
be like because doesn't Weather Ball change its type? So it could be like a fire type Zen
Maybe.
move as well.
Yeah, it
think.
could be.
Which is actually a nice bit of flexibility there.
Yeah, no, that's pretty sick. It's
Or it was just
Weird.
getting impact, and Rob was like, "Well, yeah, I'm running this."
Magic bounce on the Thunder
And
Oh.
there it goes.
Wave. Yep. Magic bounce is a very
Got
good ability.
Illigan's haha nightmare.
Okay, so this is choice scarf then to be able to outspeed.
Yes.
Yeah,
the
that's what he
Aerodactyl, and
had
there
to
it
choose.
goes.
Yes.
There it is.
There we go.
Don't worry, Sam. We've all been there on the magic bounce against this Espeon.
The amount of times I've stealth rocked an Espeon or something with magic
I did it
bounce.
against Rob earlier this season. Just turn one, just forgot. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that is Rob shooting down his Padawan yet again.
Again.
Reasonably comfy.
And Rob going
comfortably.
5-0 in groups again.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, this boy knows how to play Pokemon, despite his pleas to stay
Despite
into
him
Blue
never
Route.
winning
No.
actual season or a cup.
Always the
He's not-
bridesmaid,
he's like
never
Japan.
the bride.
Has he not even won a cup, let alone not winning a
He's
season?
not won a thing.
God, even I've won a thing.
He's got no
Fucking hell.
silverware. He's got no
Oh.
silverware.
He's stellar
Aw.
until it
I
matters.
kind of feel bad for him now.
No, you don't.
No.
No one should ever feel bad.
That's too far. Too far.
Actually, no. I should stick up for Rob more because he was very nice to me in the A-League Rotom Phone bit.
That was.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, so I should be nice to him.
You didn't
But-
get his hints of sarcasm. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't being nice.
Was he not?
He was
Oh,
no.
okay.
It was a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, it was nothing but backhanded compliments.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, that JP guy.
All he does
he's
is
a
lie to me.
great trainer.
He
Why
really
does he
thinks
lie?
out of the box and has wacky strategies. aka
Such great strategies.
You read between the lines. He's
But he
calling you
said he
shit
wanted
and
to
says
be
you don't know how to
teammates.
play.
Yes, JP, you need help, so I'm going to lead you in this time of your need.
And I will be your hero.
I can be your hero. Yeah, there was quite a lot of chat afterwards. Me and John, we were waiting. We were waiting for the Sam Salt, and there it was there.
That train's never late.
Rob says, "Good game though," and then Sam was like, "Well, you won anyway. It was a shit game." Me and John were like, "Come on!" Oh.
Love it.
It's not a Sam
Love
Warner
it.
game without a bit of salt. We love to see it. Oh dear. Yeah, so that was the Master Group. brushed off, dusted off, whatever you want to say. Can Tom make it into second place? Is my question. To
If
people with it open.
Rob loses the next one against
Tom?
me
Oh, to you, yes.
in a hard way, and Tom. No.
So
he
it'd
can.
be Sam would be the second place at the moment.
So
if Sam loses to Tom, does
Sam
Tom
loses
go
to
ahead?
If yeah, because he'll be because Tom will be 5-1, Sam will be 4-2.
or opposingly, I think if Sam
Rob's got a high
wins
score.
and Rob loses, I don't know what the Pokemon difference is.
Oh.
If it's enough, but
it's-
Rob could fall into
Oh, can
second.
Rob
Yeah.
fall in second?
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got
Yeah.
something to play for then.
So if
Joe.
I beat Rob, and
he's
Sam
got
beats
something to
Tom,
play for, Joe.
yeah, because
I don't know, do I? Sorry.
he's currently
do!
plus 13 and
Win the
Stingo
moral
is plus
battle.
6.
sorry, PK, what did you say?
Yeah, there's a 7 Pokemon difference in between the Bristol Braveries
Oh,
and the
so it
Limehouse.
won't
So
matter.
no, it's
Oh,
okay.
no,
So
yeah,
if
yeah,
Rob,
yeah.
if,
If
so
he
if
gets
Rob loses enough and Sam wins
four-
enough, then he can be second.
Because we
It's
don't
going to
get.
be a crushing victory.
It has to be a. Because you get minus Pokemon numbers, don't you? Yeah, for if you
Yeah,
for
for losing.
losing.
So if
Yeah,
Rob
yeah.
loses like 3-0 and Sam wins 4-0,
That's a difference
Yeah.
of 6.
then they're equal, and then then they'll be equal. So it has to
Yeah,
be. You know,
if it's a
one way
4-0
or the
or
other.
4-0, then
Yeah,
2 4-0s? That's not,
yeah, that's not unreasonable.
they're not
Like,
impassable.
yeah, and that
But
would mean.
I'll be honest.
Ooh,
Oh, I'm not feeling quite up.
I mean,
I'm
I
I'm
still
feeling
think
like
there
a mighty weird comp might be coming to okay.
get some mind the games.
If I could just make Rob swear a few times under his breath, then I'll be happy. That'll be me.
Nice. The moral victory of the season.
No, I really hope you win just because be fucking funny. But yeah,
I could tell
we'll
you,
have to
but
see.
then Rob would know what I'm bringing. So.
No, don't give away anything. Just let him know that there's something.
There's something. Oh, or I might just turn up with, my A team. Like,
Just standard.
oh yeah, I've got nothing but choice bands and choice specs. Let's go. Gonna pound you down, sir.
Hells yeah. Right, let's get into the great group, shall we? This is going to be... We've got the Sheffield Shedinjas versus the Frankfurt Frogadiers. Whew.
Went a bit Marvin the Martian there.
Did I? Yes, it's the Frankfurt Frogadiers versus the Sheffield Shedinjas.
finding out all about what happened.
Don't do that, please. Right. This is a game. There's a bee on that team. There's a hedgehog on the other team. Who will win? It's gonna be spicy. This is a lot of there's some quite intimidating stuff with a lot of really don't care about that. Every
all
game
of
there's a
all
hedgehog,
of
a
Ed's
set
team
of
is
keys, and a
intimidating,
little
to be
cat
honest.
thing.
If you
And
look
there's
at
a dragon,
Sense
there's spooky.
from left to
Coffin.
right, left is proper grim dark.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm the essence of nightmare. I'm a cursed mummy ghost Pokemon. I'm a dragon that'll ruin you. So I'm a little pink cat, and I'm a little hedgehog with a flower in my hair, and
Made
I'm
of
some
grass.
cheese.
The dichotomy of
their-
man, the light and the dark.
People
Ed's
brought
team is-
their offspring to work day or something. You're like, oh yes, and this is my kid, the little babby.
Ed's team is very pointy. He's got the Beedrill, the Thunderous has got spikes on his tail, Mienshau's got his little whiskers, Rotom's got a big penis coming out of his head, Ferrothorn has got penises coming out of every orifice because fuck that thing, and yeah, Alomomola I guess is just there. Token Alomomola.
Smooth for contrast to make the other
yeah.
seem more even spikier.
Oh dear. So look at these teams. What do we think is about to go down?
Nanigans.
Nanigans.
I must confess, watching this game, completely lost interest. There was something else going on. I think it was another game being played. So I was just like, sorry guys, I've stopped
Yeah,
watching.
I don't really remember this game.
But no, it means that I can appreciate it now for what I'm about to witness. Becky, what do you think? Have you seen this match? Have you
I
seen
have
any of
not
the
seen
matches?
this match.
Do you watch any of the matches other than your own?
I occasionally watch your matches and Joe's matches. Generally, I watch the others on the shows.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's the best way to watch him, to be honest.
This is true.
Yeah.
Unless it's on our show, then it's just
Yeah,
the worst way
as
to
long
watch
as
it.
it's on out of your league.
Yeah, watching
watch
out
the
your
show.
league's the best way to watch it. I feel sorry for everyone who has to
we can only
have-
apologise to everyone in the Master and the Great Group who's stuck with us
Yeah.
for foe.
Rob,
I
Sam,
don't want
Tom,
to be stuck
Seb, and
with
Ed, like...
Yeah,
Yes.
no idea
Yes.
what's going to happen in playoffs, so we'll talk to our league and sort something out of that.
Yeah.
Thanks to all of it, it's fine.
Yeah, we've done our duty, right?
Yeah. Done the due
Sit back.
diligence, like...
Just
relax, enjoy the Corona.
Because I'm out of here.
Yeah, 2 weeks off, right? Corona.
Yeah.
We can self-isolate. Not do the show.
I've got, I'm
Well,
playing a lot of
we've got more
TFT, got a
time
lot of Path of
now.
Exile, been listening to Caius, like, I got this.
Yeah, a couple of weeks in South Isolation, we gagging to do more all that pummeling.
Incorrect.
I'll be gagging to go outside.
In this game, that was a sad. In this game, what am I expecting to happen? I'm expecting some Dragon Darts, Moxie, Salamence.
It's going to be negated by Brenda.
It's really negated by Brenda
Hello,
and
Lamola,
Ferrothorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would not want
Pretty
to
much
fight
I
a team
want
with
to
both
see-
of those.
I want to see a high jump kick coming out of this mine shell. So I don't think we've seen a high jump kick all season. It's been a lot of stick and move. I just wanted to come out and just kick some fools in the face.
I wouldn't have thought that'd be the best game for it in this one. I mean, the only thing that's really weak to it is the Absol. What I think could go to town in this game is a Beedrill with a Fellstinger. Like, what is
Every week we think about
Seb
this
got to do with
Fellstinger.
that? Yeah, what's Seb got to do with that? A Klefki. That's it. Beedrill goes to town against the rest of his team.
Thunderwave it, and it will be just neutered.
Yeah, actually, I guess
Because it's a Beedrill that's not faster than anything, which is
Yeah.
its thing. Right.
I just love that on the team select, you have to have the regular Beedrill there. So it's just like, oh, it's what a Beedrill.
What a pathetic Pokemon.
What a
Yeah.
pathetic Pokemon. It's
Oh,
not
and
good.
this random wasp has walked into a picnic. Sorry, everyone.
Just go,
Just swat it away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, should we get into the game, see
Let's
what occurs? Because I don't know. Alright,
Right.
okie doke. 3, 2, 1, go. Mienshao, it's a Brittany versus Mr. Zip.
Here we go. Big high jump kick right here.
Flipping Mr.
Oh,
Zip.
God, if only.
Go for the reflect. Oh, we got our screens, Klefki.
Nice.
Do you reckon?
I think he's run that a couple of times before. Yep.
Is this going to boost behind screens? Go for the knockoff. It's got rid of the leftovers. Okay.
Leftovers gone. Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice.
So it's probably a defensive
Toxic.
read, we think.
Oh, the synchronizer doesn't work. It's steel tape. What's he got to get past it? Stuff rock. Okay.
Yeah.
Rocks up on both
I
sides.
think I
really-
remember why I clocked out. I think it was a little slow paced from what I thought it was going to be.
I mean, Mew's so good at being defensive, you think it's
Yeah.
it's just going to sit there. And, oh,
Okay. Oh,
Shelby
spikes.
gets brought out.
We're going to see a defog here? No, Dragon
No,
Dance.
Dragon
Okay.
Dance.
I mean, I
That's
guess
fine.
you're fairly safe to do it here. All that's going to happen
Okay,
is you get
get-
toxic.
Yeah. And at least
yeah.
you got 3 turns to do something. Right.
But Alola Mola comes to
Ooh.
play.
This thing must get ice beam, right?
Alola Mola gets Ice Beam.
Yeah. for sure.
Go for that
But
rage. Ooh.
Enough.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 times attack.
2 dance,
Still
yeah.
gonna
Get
do it.
out of here, Brenda.
Moxie, here we go.
But he's only got, like, 2 more turns.
This thing's probably got Protect, right?
Yeah.
No?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay, it just doesn't care.
But,
Yeah, just didn't care.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That could be a blessing. You could now switch
could
out
now
and
switch
save.
out,
Actually,
yeah.
no, between the rocks will kill you.
Oh
and-
yeah, leech seed toxic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean, that
Very
would
It
have
knocked out
been
Really?
Alola
nice.
Mola at least.
I mean, yeah. But you kind of would have wanted more from that, I think.
I mean, if you could have got rid of his 2 tanks, I mean, at least the Ferrothorn
Yeah.
is weakened now, which is nice.
He's just going to get Toxic again, boosting in the face of this Ferrothorn. So.
Oh, this is disgusting. It's like
He's just on a
Spike-
timer, always.
Yeah, spikes, rocks,
Ooh,
leech
the
seed
trick room.
toxic.
Are we
The
going to
classic-
protect, though?
The classic Handsome John play from 2 seasons
He's
ago.
going
I
to
think
do
it was.
everything.
Ah.
He's going to win the whole
But
game
yeah,
on his
but,
own.
Ferrothorn's got like 10, 30 speed, so he's going to be slower.
It lived.
Like, yeah. Like, there's no way you're going to be slower than a Ferrothorn, I feel like. So
Yeah. And Toxic will finish this off.
that Ferrothorn put in fucking work.
It
Yeah.
did,
That's
didn't
what
it?
It always
That's the
does.
Salamence and the Cofangrius
And look at that
gone.
fully stacked entry hazards on on Seb's team there. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ouch. Ooh.
Was that a third of its health?
Oh,
And now
I'm
this thing!
switching out.
Now this thing is a third of its health. That's 66% from 2 turns.
Yeah.
Didn't take a lot.
Yeah.
So. I wonder why he switched out.
I don't know. Is this thing got?
Worried it was going to take a Will-O-Wisp, maybe?
Yeah, and he would have been. Actually, I don't know how fast Absol is.
It's fine though. Good guy Ed here. He's going to click the defog. He's had enough of rocks on his side of the field. He's going to click the defog. Nope, he's gone for the
Not
Thunderbolt.
seeing it. Oh, the Thunderbolt.
Resisted,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe you predicted a switch there.
Ooh,
Maybe.
got his
I
own
don't know
Leech
why.
Seed Toxic.
With Sludge Wave, surely.
Yeah, I would have thought a Sludge Wave or...
Yeah. Must not be running it, or he's choiced into something.
Barry B. Benson.
There we go. Finally, going to be useful. There it
Yeah.
is.
Must be able to hit through this thing. Oh, a Swords Dance. Greedy,
Hold on to
maybe?
that thought.
Greedy. Oh, the lead
Oh, but the Sword Stance and Fell Stinger. My God, this could have been a Beedrill sweep right here.
Yeah, but like that was very risky because he's got Leech Seed and Toxic. So
Have we
you think-
seen
Yeah.
Thunderwave? We've only seen Reflect from this. Whoa,
Immune to the poison jab.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the
You not
Reflect.
just go for a stab bug move? Like, it's super effective versus...
Well, all that drill run.
Oh, the drill
Well,
run.
Yeah, but okay, but the drill one was resisted by the Shaman. But if you have
Yeah.
X Scissor, it hits 3 of his team super effectively and the other one neutrally.
That's
so,
true. Maybe he's rocking
I mean,
U-turn.
it's probably only got U-turn because that's Ed's thing this season.
True.
Yeah.
We've seen Sword Dance, Poison Jab, Drill Run.
Oh, huge Sucker Punch. It's got to be, what, Choice Band Sucker Punch, we think?
76%. Well, there goes
And now
my
you've got
dreams of a Beedrill sweep.
both screens up, but
Will-O-Wisp?
Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Rotoms, man. God, I hate the
Turd.
Rotoms.
Sucker Punch again.
but
I did
still doing-
much less.
Yeah, but still doing a fairly decent chunk.
True,
I
after
feel
a
that
bit,
must
yeah,
be
yeah.
Choice Banded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used it every turn, didn't he?
I wonder why he didn't just Will-O-Wisp again, thinking it might die or switch out. Because to go for the move then, when you know it's gonna, or you have an idea it's gonna Sucker Punch,
yeah, that's true actually.
Because then he then used Volt Switch, which he had to come in first anyway. So
Maybe just wasn't expecting it to be choice banded at the time.
maybe.
You need to know, but the hazards this game.
Yeah.
So- a lot of
Maybe
hazards.
that's why I tuned out because I was like, oh, it's disgusting. There's just hazards, and leech seed, and
Oh,
toxic
1%
everywhere.
live.
Oh,
Not going to be able to do anything here through
This is
the
my kind of Pokemon.
screens.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't protect because he thought he was going to switch. So
Yeah.
yeah, I can see that.
Okay, but I mean, the Shaman's pretty low, and
Reflector's down. So
Reflector's down.
Yeah.
Shell's
Boom.
fast boy.
Knockoff.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't
Good.
know who I'm cheering for anymore.
Do we think locked into knockoff now?
I don't
Reckon
know.
this is choiced?
We're only seeing U-turn and knockoff, so maybe.
I can't remember who we wanted to win at the time.
There we go.
Okay, yeah. So that was Ed picking up the win there against Seb. That was a close game and not
but
a
then
kind
they're-
of game that I approve of, but I
Then
mean,
they're
to others
Chatting
of the
shit
audience.
about us in the fucking post lobby.
Yeah,
Let's
good
get
luck
those
against
AOP
JP.
punts.
Yeah.
They're going to try to show us who's
boss.
God.
Wow.
Come out swinging in match
Next
6.
round, bitches. We're gonna get smashed.
I mean, have I fought Ed before? I think I have.
Oh, you
I think
must
I
have
lost.
fought Ed before.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I fought him game 6, I think, last season or the season before, and I'd already known what I was, already known I was in the lower brackets. It didn't matter. Like, pretty sure that's what it was.
I know in the league plays you said you would prefer to fight him than the Kabutops at that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, because that was both our first season, and they mind gamed me like an 0-1. But then as it did turn out, I had to. Yeah, it turned out I did have to fight them again, and I won again. So
Yeah.
that season it worked out. But yeah, I don't even remember what Ed's team was that year. Was that his stall team that season 2? Then he had the Cresselia in season 2.
Was that
I
season?
think.
I feel it was. It might have been.
Yeah. I don't know why I said I'd want to fight a stall team, but whatever. You say these things, don't you?
Yeah.
It's not as if it's all caught on camera.
Oh, Becky, how have you been rating Seb's performance this season so far, as he was sort of the main competition in the Learner League?
Yeah, he's doing very well. I don't think I'd be doing as well as he is doing. I think he has a lot more all-round Pokemon knowledge than I do.
Okay.
So I think he's doing really well.
Yeah, he does.
For his first season as well. Like,
I mean, we say he's a rookie. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he does.
We can tell from his
he
draft
has some
he knows what he's
doubles
doing.
Experience. Yeah, he does. So, yeah.
Yeah.
New to us, but not new to the game.
No, I get the feeling he's been putting in the work as well. Like, we heard that he was asking Ray about stuff before the draft, and it seems like he's been somewhat keeping up with, like, strats and things with, like, what the pros are doing. I mean, if not, he's being very lucky in picking them.
Maybe I should have taken Mew when I let him have it.
You should have. And then given it to me in a transfers, because I wanted it. Oh, why did we do that? I could have picked you Mega Blastoise.
Yeah. we haven't thought about the collusion, JP.
We haven't thought about the collusion.
After so many seasons, we haven't even thought about colluding.
3 of us, we could collude.
Don't paint me in with your
We need to stack the odds in our favour to get another all-out pummeling win.
We do. We need an all-out public win. Because everyone wants us to lose in the playoffs. And apparently now.
Well, they don't want you to lose. They just want me to lose. So it's fine.
No, they just said in the chat they want us to lose. So.
Oh, yeah.
Right, well, one of us has to lose the next game because...
And I think I know who it's going to be.
It's us against each other. It's PK of the Luton Town Leafy Boys versus the Toddington Torracats. It's me and Becky. Woo! Yeah, neither of us were looking forward to this game. We were planning on doing something for it because last year we totally copped out. we were we'll do like a live game or something. Then we just played Smash Bros.
Yeah, we played one game of Smash and then one game of Street Fighter. Because you beat me in Smash, I beat you in Street Fighter. Then we went into the match.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't staged at all to play games that we were each good at and that we know the other person would definitely lose at.
Yes. Nothing staged about it at all.
But we lost some really good games that
we didn't
like. There was some really hype shit that we didn't catch. My bad. Okay, so this game, PK, what were you thinking? What was the game plan?
I did the prep like an hour or two before we actually fought, because I was meant to do it like days before, and then I was like, oh, I'll do it on because I was going to Becky's the weekend, and I was like, okay, I'll do it on the Saturday, then I'll go to yours after, and I was like, oh, I can't be bothered. I think I went to yours on the Friday, and then it's like, I'll just do it when I get in, and it's like, there's a lot of effort to prep for this. I've got home, it's Sunday evening, I've got home after a good weekend, and it's like, I
explicitly expressed that you should not prep while together.
That's true.
It would just go bad for everyone involved.
Yeah, so...
You just knew I'd cheat.
Yes! Both of you, probably. Especially you.
My thought going in was like, well, Donphan just earthquakes everything except for Gliscor, which is Ice Shards. And I was like, yeah, that'll do. Crustle will probably do a thing. Like,
not gonna lie, when I saw Crustle, I was like, oh shit, he's seen the match where he nearly got swept by the Barbaracle, yeah.
I think I've brought Crustle to every single game and done the same thing every single game, and I'm going to continue to do it because it's just like it was the same as Lanoon last season or last time I had it. I was just like, well, if it gets a +6, then
it was the same with the Azumarill when you had that as well.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna blindly do this. It's gonna work eventually.
It's just one mon less to prep with and think about. It makes my life a lot easier. Because if it does work, I know everyone's gonna prep for it, but if it does work, like then it's gonna be great. But yeah, I wanted to bring the Talonflame because it was pretty good against everything except like Mega Ampharos.
Yeah, Talonflame was scary. Bisharp scary. Donphan very scary.
I think my matchup against you was pretty good for the most part. There was just... Oh, it turns out there was one thing that I didn't prep for, which actually really kind of messed me up. But I thought, I was pretty confident with my team going in that I could, get stuff done.
Okay. I was very perplexed at the lack of the Latios this game.
Yeah.
Because it's faster than pretty much everything on my team, and hits like a truck. So while it doesn't necessarily one-shot everything, it's got coverage moves for everything that will do like half damage to most things.
Well, you've spoken about this before, like why I bring, Latios more, and I'm just like, it just hasn't been, like, calc-wise, it hasn't been that good in a lot of matchups. I know you base a lot of things on feeling rather than calcs, but like doing the calcs, I'm like, it just dies to a lot of stuff or doesn't do enough damage to warrant me bringing it over Crustle.
It doesn't one-hit kill, so you don't care.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like, and but this thing is, if it's not one-hit killing something and it's dying back, why am I bringing it? Like,
I was thinking, like, we don't kill Latios. We don't kill Latios.
It's a 0.75 for 1. That's not a good trade.
Yeah. I mean, it levitates over the earthquakes. It resists like all my stab stuff. Yeah, it's a bit awkward to deal with. Becky, what was our plans? I can't remember anything.
So you remember I did my normal, generic, crazy spreadsheeting.
You did do immense amounts of spreadsheeting. It's way more than I normally do, but it is
and
helpful.
I basically went through and I said, okay, this one we're picking for this one we're picking for that one we're picking for that one we're picking for that. You could pick the last two, and you went, let's bring the giant rabbit water thing and the weird flower thing, and I was like, sure, whatever.
And I was like, but why can't we bring the goat and the lion? PK, no. Actually, no, that was our thing. We were like, what's the team that PK is going to expect me to bring? He's going to be like, he fucking loves his Pyro. Pyro's on the team.
I half expected the Pyro, I half expected the Go-Goat as well. Like,
yes, yeah. So
we haven't successfully used Go-Goat on a team. We brought it once, but we haven't ever used it.
And we won the game
also,
with it.
Bringing a Go-Goat against a Mega Venusaur isn't that wise, but I kind of thought you might bring it anyway.
Yeah.
We did debate it.
Yes.
But yeah, so basically it was spreadsheets based on type matchups, and then we did calcs to confirm that. Am I right?
Yeah. So we put all the Pokemon on, made sure we had cover moves for everything, or stuff to get us out of certain situations, and then count things to make sure that we weren't just doing bullshit.
And then I had like a tab for every single Pokemon with their calcs, so that you could go like, okay, roughly, is this going to kill this with this move? And I go, okay, this Pokemon, and select that thing, and no, it will die.
Yes, because I have notorious history of calcing things wrong, because I use Sweeper Calc and it just has problems.
Why do you have a tab open instead of just on the Showdown damage calculator? You can literally click to show only imported sets, so you could have all of your six mons very quickly in a drop down and just type in the. I
make the Showdown and
opponent.
Becky does everything.
Yeah, I do my own thing. I'm a rebel without a cause.
The only thing I've imported, I think, is the Comfey, because it's pretty much always the same every game.
No, don't tell them that. They'll prep for that Comfey.
It nearly wasn't this game. It was very nearly the other one.
Different
because
set. Yeah.
He has stuff that deals with it. I can't remember. Anyway, Joe's looking very bored, so we should probably start the game.
I mean, you've got the three people that want to talk about this one right there, so I'm just gonna sit back.
Well, no, Joe, I'm interested. What was your opinion on?
Let me tab back over to the match. Right, what's going on? I don't know. I was probably pissed off at PK. It's usually how I am.
Probably.
I was like, why did you bring these things?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Well, okay, after that insight, let's get into the game. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, led with the Ninetales Alola, and was this where I was immensely pissed off because you led Ninetales Alola, and I was like, this is the game where we should
start Ninetales Alola with Aurora Veil.
Yes, so I should just go into Hooper Unbound and I can start doing my crazy setup shit.
Yep.
But yeah, no, you just did it, and I was like,
yeah. Thought may as well.
I know. I just didn't expect you to actually do it. Who does that?
And there's this. I was like, well, we'll just see what happens, won't we? Like, get in the Crustle behind an Aurora Veil. Shell smash up. Let's see what's going on.
I mean, the only thing that deals with this is the Registeel. So I was like, okay, we're just gonna hope that we can take this thing down before it actually wrecks us. Because if it did kill the Registeel and was still on high HP, it was a bit of an issue.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. But it did a lot of damage. You toxicking me was actually very fun. But I had the weak armor as well.
Oh no, you had the weak armor.
Even more
That
speed.
fucking bastard. He's seen my Skarmory. He's trying to do it to me.
Yeah, because there was also a thing where if you'd got like weakness policy on something, then I was like,
Which is
mainly,
a
I think,
well-known JP strat.
yeah, I was
on something.
I was considering. I can't believe that's damaged. Then there's the Roost, and I'm toxic, and now I'm starting to worry. Here's where things have turned very bad for me.
I mean, you've lost one Pokemon.
Because I now know what this Gligar is. This is either full HP, full defense with Roost Gligar, and I'm looking at my calc, and I'm very worried at this point because I essentially have one Mon for it, and you can play around that because all of my team is essentially physical. Venusaur isn't, but it can't do anything to Gligar, and so yeah, it's all Gliscor even, and it's all going to be on the ice freeze dry on Volcana. That's the only thing I have for this score. And it's like you can play around that very easily unless I knock everything out.
Yeah.
Like,
meanwhile, we're like, okay, we need Donphan dead, and we need Ninetales dead, and then Gliscor is okay. But little did you know, its moves were shit, and that will come into play later.
That was it wasn't really. It comes in your mind, but in my head, I already knew what was going to happen because even without having a particular move, I had a feeling.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, actually, can we pause it right here?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So there's just been a Brick Break doing fuck all damage to Venusaur.
Yes.
Becky, what were you going to say?
So before the match, we like a little while ago, we had a discussion about, you were like, oh, what are you gonna do with a Mega Venusaur? And we're like, yes, we have things. He's like, the only thing you've got for it is Hooper Unbound.
Yeah.
Why did you stay out with the Mega
That was
Venusaur
exactly
when you
what
knew
I was
that was our Mega Venusaur killer?
Every time I've run Mega Venusaur this season, I have run it full HP, full special defense. And this time it is a full physical defense, full HP Venusaur. Because I thought that your Hooper would be physical. You'd go the opposite way. And when you use Brick Break, I was like, oh, you're going to use Psy Shock to go against my defense instead of Psy Kick. And I can live that and then kill you back.
See, we put in the calcs, and unless you were full HP, full special defense, Psychic was always going to do more.
I ran that like this way every time this season. So
we didn't know that. We didn't.
I don't know if you'd know it, but you'd maybe think that Venusaur is quite usually run that, so I will run physical. I had thoughts about your Hooper mainly because I knew you were going to bring it, so I didn't know whether you'd be a
Sorry to disappoint you, Yuki.
Previously, or you'd be a weakness policy Hooper, like. Because I calculate like full defensive weakness policy Hooper Unbound, and it's like, well, it lives my U-turn or X's or wherever it was weak to, and then it boosts up and it's going to kill me back. So it's like I was kind of contending you might be that also, but for some reason in my head I was thinking no, you're going to go physical Hooper this game. So unfortunately it was the wrong read. That's why I stayed, and especially after you used Brick Break, I was like, knew it. All right, I'm coming in,
Yeah, well, I think Rob was quite pleased to see it use a punching move because he likes seeing it punch for some reason.
6 arms.
He's got 6 arms, yeah. Right, should we resume?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, and you go for the Earthquake, doing a decent amount.
Am I right in saying that we used Brick Break because we assumed it would switch out?
No, we used Brick Break to get rid of the
Veil
Aurora Veil so that Psychic could kill the Venusaur. Yeah, which is what I was super confused that you didn't switch out. But then again, you can't really switch anything in other than Bishop. But hey, there we go. This Ninetales was actually so annoying. This game. Just Aurora Veils every 5 turns or whatever it was. Were you like Clay?
Yes.
You are, okay. So yeah, every 8 turns is another Aurora Veil.
Yeah, this is full speed, full special attack like Clay.
Yes. I believe you forgot about Bullet Punch.
I did. Well, it's not I forgot. I didn't know it got bullet punch. Even though I used Toxic Crit before, I didn't know it got bullet punch. So when this went down, I was like, well, that was my last hopes. So everything's gone because all of my damage against Gliscor, you can roost up and then kill me back.
Yeah.
Or do enough. Even if you don't kill me, you will do more damage than I can take and then roost up.
Yeah. Well, I think at this point, Becky was like, GG easy.
Pretty much, because it was over at this point. Like, I had one thing to go against Gliscor and it died. So it's like, well, fortunately.
I wasn't too sure, because I know that Talonflame does a lot of damage, and Bishop, if it can set up, then it can just sweep teams on its own.
This was a choice scarf Bishop. It was to get around something. Like, my issue with Bishop is I've been choicing it every time just because I feel it needs that speed to get around something.
Yeah. Oh, so we had the fake out here to get rid of the Gale Wings.
Yep, again,
so we can
that fucks me up because the Z move is priority with Gale Wings.
Yes.
If it's Z Fly.
Yes. Now it is no longer
So
priority.
it was a very good
Still
fake out because I could have got then 2 flying priority moves.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so this crabby boy, luckily hitting the Roxladoo. If not, that would have been very worrisome. Okay, there's just Cuddleson left. So at this point, you're clocked out of the game.
Yep, because Bravebird crit you, and if it hadn't, you could have just roosted up. So it's like, and now I am choiced into knockoff because that's the only real thing that I could choice myself into, rather than Ironhead. Stuck Punch, or it also had Psycho Cut. I had Psycho Cut for the Toxicroak if it was against that.
Yeah, quite effective. Yeah, so we didn't know what item this Bishop was, so we were testing the waters with Toxicroak. This turn, there was a fucking long pause because me and Becky were like, what is this? What is this?
You really don't have to, because this game was lost 20 turns ago, and I knew it because I knew I knew what you had and I knew what I had.
But no, you didn't know what we had. On our end, we know that Gliscor's not got Earthquake for this thing.
That's true. Okay, that is true. I didn't know you didn't have Earthquake. However, even with that, I can't outdamage you.
True. We could have roosted it, but I mean, if you got a couple of lucky crits, it would have been a bit awkward.
I need to crit 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
That's a ridiculously low thing. So I was just whatever.
I know Comfey in our calcs wasn't doing as much damage as it actually did, so that was another reason that.
Yeah, I was also
used. Yeah, apologies for the long time between turns. We need to.
That's
fine. With the duo coach
it's fine.
matches.
It was just kind of this game is done. It's Sunday evening. Just hurry the fuck up and kill me.
Hurry up and kill me.
Yeah.
Oh dear. But yeah, Becky, how do you feel about that win?
Very happy.
PK, how do you feel about that loss?
Yeah, it's fine. There's just one thing I didn't prep for and it messed me up. Or, well, not one thing, but one of the things I didn't prep for and it kind of messed me up. So I was like, well, happens.
Joe, how do you feel about that game?
It was certainly a game.
Oh no, it's fine. We'll get you back in a name, Brandon. We'll get you back in a name. So the end result of that, unfortunately, does pop you out of contention for the top group of playoffs.
Yes.
However, your next match is still important for both you and me and Becky, because it will determine determines what strategy we can bring to our match versus Seb, and also determines who you go up against in the first round. So for you,
I need to win.
You need to win so you don't fight Joe in your first game.
No. It's not. I won't fight Joe in my
second
first
game if you win. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want a final
the first
between
game,
you two,
it'll either be a rematch versus the Slow Bros or a match versus Chris M. So I'm not really looking too good at my way of lasting this season. However, if I somehow get into 4, so you need to beat Seb quite handily, and I need to beat Ed.
Well, no. So
Oh, to get to
As it-
third.
to get into third in the group, which would put me
Oh,
at
right.
fourth
number
overall.
4, okay.
Number 4 overall, which means I place the sixth
Sure.
person, which is the second person in the Premier group, which currently is the Barn Street Badus.
Okay.
Right. So it's either against current champion, long-running season players, or a new person. So it's like, well, kind of,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would like to see you against
Get
Joe in the
bodied.
final.
Sorry,
Get absolutely
Fuck out
bodied.
of this tournament. Again, I said it earlier, like, it's the even season syndrome. First season, I got second. Second season, I went like 2-6 and was out in the second playoff round. Third season, came fourth. And then this season, it's like, well, I'm shit in the bed. I'm like 1-5. Well, 1-4 even currently. And it's like, well,
It's fine. Next
guess
season,
it's
you'll
just
do
one of
great.
those seasons. If there is a next season.
Yeah, we all have those seasons every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still deciding whether or not this is one of those seasons. So.
We'll see how it goes in next round of playoffs then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, for us, so we're in second. If we beat the Frogadiers, then we are through, definitely into the top playoffs. If we lose, but only by 1, then we're still also through. If we lose by more than 2, then we drop down, and then we're joining PK and Joe for an all-out pummeling bottom group.
They say if you lose by 1,
yeah. So if
because
it's
then they'd be
1-0
they'd be 3 and 3-0,
loss, we're
and
fine.
you'd be 3 and 3 plus 1. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
gotcha.
so we can lose, but it has to be a very, very close loss.
Yeah.
Obviously, we want to try and win.
Obviously, if you do lose, then I'm up against an ultra group player.
So just do that for you.
Thanks,
Right,
pal.
that is enough of these games, I think.
Yeah.
Let's get on to some lovely jubbly name
The bit that
rater.
actually people like.
Yes, exactly. This first hour of the show, we've always skipped it.
Yeah.
If you're just tuning in now, welcome, because we're about to get into the name rater.
Everyone's
And-
favourite.
As you can see by on the screen, we have the Toddington Torracats. Becky, it's you and me.
Yay!
Dun, dun, dun.
Do you remember any of our names, Becky?
I remember the ones that I helped pick.
Yeah.
Oh, the rubbish ones. Yeah, cool.
No.
Yeah, well, I'll try and chime you in on the ones that I know are definitely more relevant to you. Do you have the image open?
I don't have anything open.
Okay, well, while you find the roster image, so you know which Pokemon we did,
I'll post it in the TeamSpeak.
I will start with the first Pokemon, which is the Mega Ampharos. And this thing is nicknamed Mega Ultra Giraffe.
Yeah!
Yeah.
So firstly, it is Mega. It is also Ultra, and it is a giraffe-looking thing. So it's the Mega Ultra Giraffe. Also, it is well, I like saying giraffe rather than giraffe. There's
Northern
also,
bastard.
Northern bastard. I'm not even northern. I just like saying giraffe. Even northerners don't think it's giraffe.
Giraffe, mates.
Giraffe. I like saying
Northerners say
Pronounced
giraffe.
Garaffe?
it's a zebra. Zebras and giraffes. But yeah, this is actually, I'm sorry to say, the only loose Weebler in our entire name rater. It's very upsetting for the time.
Is that why your name's so shit?
They're not shit. Yeah, so the Mega Ultra is in reference to the Mega Ultra Chicken, which is Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, is what they refer to as the Winged Dragon of Ra. And if anyone remembers, the Season 1 Mega Ampharos I had was called Ra, because my top tier ones were all named after the Egyptian gods. So we had
Nice.
Pangoro, well, Pangoro on top tier, but Pangoro was Obelisk.
He was top tier
Sli-
to us.
Yes.
Top tier in your heart, JP. You love that thing.
Yeah, man. Slifer was the Salamence, and yeah, this was Ra. So yeah,
I didn't know that, but that's really
callback.
good.
We like a good callback here on Pummeling.
Tasty callback. Tasty little callback.
Yeah. Yeah, no more Weeble sadly. So next up is
I'm out.
the I'm out. Next name right is the Hooper. Becky.
Wait, hang on. Have you got them in the right order, JP? That's why.
Yeah, I'm doing it the right order. If Becky messes it up, I'm gonna be mad.
So
Go,
the
Becky.
Pyroar.
No! please.
So the Hooper is Booper
Yeah.
because it boops.
It boops.
Hooper the Hooper.
It's got many hands to boop with.
Not after the private healthcare company.
Well, also the amount of damage that it deals will also cause you to need private health care.
Yeah, Roof and the injuries.
But I also like the idea that it has many hands to boop with, so you can boop many dog snoots. And there is an image which I'll try and flash up of a Hooper petting many doggos with its many arms.
See, I would have gone for Mega Molesto. Right
Mega
there.
Molesto.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sort of
Oh, you mean-
super Molesto.
No, 'cause-
Molesto Plus.
No way.
Plus Ultra Molesto.
No. PK used to send me like loads of different images of like
I've
there'd be like
linked it in
goalkeepers
both-
like diving for goals, and then it'd be diving instead of the
There's
ball, there'd be a
some
dog
of my
paying, or like
favourite-
boxers
yeah.
like fighting, but instead of punching, they're like
I think
petting
it was
this
like
doggo.
E-Honda doing the 100 hand
Oh
slap.
yeah,
but it's all
it was
like
actually just
dog
petting
faces. Yeah. It's fucking great. I love that thing.
Yeah. So yeah, that was kind of the inspiration behind that one. Next is the Azumarill. Becky.
I did Booper.
Yeah, fine. Okay, well, I'll say the name for this, and you can explain why it's called it. So this is Lapis Azumarillae.
Nice.
So Lapis Lazuli is a blue stone in Minecraft. But also
Yeah.
real
And
life.
also in
No,
the real world.
real
Yeah.
life. Yeah,
But
I was
mainly
gonna say.
in Minecraft.
But mainly in Minecraft.
Yes.
And I love Minecraft.
We used to play
We
a
do,
fair
don't
bit of
you?
Minecraft.
Used
That
to.
person,
Used
they-
to. Do you still play?
Of course.
It's 2020, Becky. What are you doing?
I mean, it's made
more
many a
popular now than
resurgence.
ever.
Yeah,
Oh, what?
Yeah?
yeah. It's
I thought it was done.
No? It's
Never
not
done.
Oh,
never
Never done,
I thought
JP.
I thought all the cool kids were playing Roblox now.
No one's playing Roblox, Jamie.
I mean, there are a lot of people also playing Roblox, but not maybe our age.
That's true. Or no, probably still people our age or older.
People playing it with their kids. I was like,
Hopefully, with their kids.
Yeah.
But
What
yeah,
about
so
Dreams? Have we all seen Dreams
Ah,
and what's been
I
made?
haven't
It's
seen
really
Dreams.
cool.
It's freaking
mean,
amazing.
I'm never gonna buy it and use it, but it's really cool.
See, like, I'm tempted, but I know I wouldn't make anything. Because
Yeah.
my friend at the moment is making a level, and
Yeah.
he's posting progress images to me and things, and it's just like, wow, this is really impressive. But fuck me, is that a lot of work to like go
It's
through? and things.
made by the people who did Little Big Planet, isn't it?
Yes,
yes, Media Molecule, isn't it? I think.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it is impressive what you can do with it. Like,
Mm.
given enough time and knowledge of all the different tools that you have at your disposal, you can pretty much recreate any game in Dreams.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen people remake bits of Sonic Generations. I've
Yeah.
seen Mario 64.
Yeah, and some of them look really, really good as well.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
Some of them
yeah,
are
like,
incredible.
Terrible though.
And what you can-
terrible.
Yeah, but then there's also that there's that hilarious element to it, because you do
Yes.
get the ones that are deliberately so awful that
Yeah.
it's just like
It's just like
Or it's just
four
an
massively
exact-
fat Waриos and a
yeah,
wallet.
yeah,
exact recreation of a game, but with Shrek as the main character.
exactly.
Isn't that just every Chinese mobile game?
Oh, just like that MOBA that had Disney characters, but it was China, so no one cared.
Yeah. Oh man, I've seen a lot of knockoff China stuff recently, and it's fantastic. Yeah, so yeah, Azumarill Lapis Lazuli. It's blue rabbit thing.
It's really hard to come up with an
Replayed
name,
Minecraft.
isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I called mine Lazuli, and now you've got
Oh, did you?
Lapis
Oh,
Azumarill,
okay.
and it's like it's just the obvious name. It's really
It is,
difficult.
yeah.
Isn't it?
I would have
Obviously-
gone for Peekaboo because of
Yeah.
the old
Peek-
glitch
yeah.
rumored
Peekaboo, yeah.
Pokemon that didn't exist in Gen 1, such and
Yeah.
such and such and such.
That's true.
Peekaboo, which was a Marill.
And then what if you wanted to do it shiny? Like what yellow
No
thing?
one wants the shiny
The
one.
yellow
Fucking
one.
hell.
Yeah.
Sam G ran it as like shiny, and it's like, oh, it just
Did.
looks horrible.
I would
I
have
don't
called
remember what he
it.
called it.
If it was shiny, I probably call it what
Yellow,
the,
pink.
like the galaxy chocolate eggs that are like gold with like crispy bits in them. I
Oh, Whispered Gold.
don't know.
No, it's a galaxy.
Yeah, I think they were like the galaxy mini egg things. They don't do them at Easter.
Oh, okay. Well, Easter's coming up, but I mean,
Yeah.
maybe they'll not have any.
Oh, I tell you what,
maybe
actually-
Easter's cancelled.
I might call them Yowie, right? Which is a No, you take your mind
we've
out of the
alert-
gutter.
we've
Bear in mind, that is Australia's one of their longest running and famous children's chocolate ranges. It's spelled Yowie, and they're a collection of little like bear monster things that are all made out of chocolate. And,
It's named
Sure, Joe, that's originally
one of several
what you
names
thought.
for an
Definitely.
Australian folklore entity reputed to live in the outback.
Well,
and a chain of chocolates that are.
Yeah.
well, you'll have
for
to
kids
send me a
for them.
picture of that, and definitely not the other type of yowl.
I'll find a little.
Feel free to send me either.
Well, I'll pass them over, and you can have gay porn of the bear creatures from the chocolate chain.
I'm all for
you
you
go.
all. There's probably porn of it somewhere.
Oh, there's the full range of chocolates. Hang on, has PK found it already?
Yeah, oh, it's in
Yeah,
the
there they are.
TS.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, users, you're
Yeah,
not
they're
getting the full
gross
range of
looking.
chocolates. I'm not putting the full range of
Rumble,
chocolates.
Crag, Boof, Nap, Ditty, and Squish. Wow.
What's the new one called?
Cool. I've just closed the image.
We should move on to the next name.
It's called Nap, but next name.
This one's not called Nap. So this is Gliscor, and this one is called Crab Battle. Yes, Crab Battle. And this is aptly named because of, first of all, it's a bat that looks a little bit like a crab because it's got pincers, and is in reference to the Metal Gear Solid parody Crab Battle, where Snake goes into a cave and is attacked by a crab, and he's been trained, and it steals his knife, breaks it, and just kills
Is
him.
this
pretty much.
the how Snake lost his eye?
I think he does lose his eye in it. I'm not sure.
There's a classic Newgrounds.
Yes, classic Newgrounds thing. Oh my god! He took my knife. Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Crab battle. Yeah, love it. It's great fun. Yeah, so next one. Oh, Becky, this is definitely for you.
The Garvantula?
Galvantula.
Yes.
I can't remember its name.
But you were the one that named it.
That doesn't mean I know what it is now.
I didn't like the name because I don't like spiders.
Give her the first letter. Give her the first
A.
letter.
Oh!
It's Harry Potter thing.
Oh, this is Acromantula.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Acromantula.
Yeah, there we go.
Because that's
Yeah.
the breed of the big spider in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Of Aragog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Aragog is an
it is.
Acromantula.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a
Which
big
we were
spider.
also thinking of calling Aragog, but I preferred Acromantula because it was a
Yeah.
little
Yeah,
bit
that's
cooler.
cool. Yeah.
And it's a Galvantula, Acromantula. See, it
Yeah,
fits.
it works. I just
You
just
didn't
don't
like
spiders.
it?
I don't like spiders. I would have called it something more goofy.
Out of
Possibly
something
to do
that
with
Becky
dicks.
comes up with, I actually surprisingly like that.
Yeah,
Because we do not share a sense of
finally.
humour, for sure.
Do you not? What's the, Becky? What's the funniest joke that Pika has ever told you?
He doesn't tell me any jokes.
Yeah, because we don't have the same sense of humour. You laugh at silly things.
PK,
I
what
don't.
is the funniest thing that Becky has ever told you?
She's never told me anything funny.
Well, there we go then.
We don't have laugh in our relationship, JP. We don't laugh at all. We just,
Sit
exist.
there.
Sit around and hate each
Frowning.
other at a respectable distance.
Exactly. And then we find something else to hate together. That's where we lasted, like this damn cat.
Stupid cat.
Oh,
That's why we're getting a dog.
you're gonna get a corgi.
Maybe JP. We'll
Maybe.
see.
Get a corgi and I'll visit more. Don't get a
What
corgi
about-
and
That
I'll
is
visit
actually
less.
what we said. We said if we got a corgi, JP might visit more.
Yeah,
Do
but,
we
so,
want
but I
that?
don't want JP to visit more.
No, just live there with the
Yeah,
corgi.
today. Not because I don't like you. It's just I don't want you to be in my house all the time.
No, I'll be in the dog's house.
Even
Ah.
better, you get a corgi for yourself, and then you get a corgi for JP, and then you never have to see JP ever again. It'll be brilliant.
Except
for when
in
we're
the
recording.
park.
Except
Except in the park, so I can pet his corgi.
Yeah, and I
Like,
could pick your corgi. I like corgis. To be fair, I didn't have any names for
A big
a
yellow spider.
Galvantula, and Becky likes Harry Potter. I'm okay with Harry Potter. So
I'm
yeah,
a
it's-
massive Harry Potter
You
fan.
are a
I
bit
think
of a
liking
Harry
it
Potter
is
nerd.
just too low key.
No, this is very true. I've down
Although
my
the
books
head.
stupid
are
cat
available.
ruined my banner.
She did.
Stupid cat.
Sure does.
We'll come back to that later.
You actually have in your flat there is banners on both yours and your sister's walls,
Not
or
anymore.
doors. Oh, not anymore. No. Oh,
The
okay.
cat ripped mine down.
Well, you are a Hufflepuff, and it used to be a Hufflepuff one.
It did.
Oh, actually, that works as well because Galvantula's yellow.
Yeah!
Hey, right.
We'll call it
next-
Hufflepuff next.
We'll call it Hufflepuff now. Let's see, I can get behind that, even though it's not a badger.
Yeah, it's a bit badger,
right.
surely.
Yeah, the noon will have to be
The
Hufflepuff.
next yellow badger will be Hufflepuff. The next name is a Toxicroak, and we have not called it Toxic Bloke. We have called it Crimson
Crimson
Chin.
Chin.
The Crimson Chin.
Here comes the Crimson Chin.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit of like, oh shit, got to play a game and we've not named Toxicroak. Its chin's red. Fairly Odd Parents. There we go. But it works.
Yeah.
Crimson Chin's a bit of a superhero. He likes to punch things, I assume. Not just smash them with his chin, but maybe he does. Is that
And
a
it was actually
chin-based
voiced by
move?
Jay Leno.
Was he actually?
Really? Oh.
What, in Fairly Odd Parents? What?
My research is correct, aka memory. Let me have a look.
Please do have a look.
Carry on.
I
and I'll
can't
see if
believe
I'm
that Jay
correct.
Leno voices the Crimson Chin in Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah. According to fairlyoddparents.fandom.com, the chin is voiced by Jay Leno of Late Night Comedy fame.
Did
Who's
he just
known for having a
record, like-
large chin in real life.
Who voices Chip Skylar? That's the real
Oh, he's got a lovely singing voice.
question.
His shiny teeth and me.
Is it like, I don't know. I want to say it's like Orlando Bloom or something. I don't know.
Oh no, I was gonna say it was Justin Timberlake, but it's not. Chris Kirkpatrick apparently, but he was in the band NSYNC.
Ah,
It's
there we
NSYNC.
go. There we
Yeah,
go.
it's NSYNC.
Simpsons reference. Right, next one is Registeel. Becky?
Registeel is, well, its current name or its previous name.
Well, it's more of a theme. Go with its previous name.
Okay, its previous name was British Steel, after
Yes.
the British Steel Company.
Yes.
The British steel.
Nothing more
British steel.
solid and, enduring
Dependable.
than
Very
a bit of
patriotic.
British steel. However, due to recent economic events in the UK climate, British steel is now under Chinese ownership.
So we've called it Chinese Steel.
It is now Chinese steel and is shiny. However, the Chinese, they don't really like people knowing that China kind of runs everything. So it might change a little bit in the next one. We'll see.
One of its headquarters is also in France. So-
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, I'll tell you what,
According to
I
this
watched a sick
Wikipedia.
video.
French Steel.
I watched a sick video the other day. It was of two people. They basically go around abandoned places and they just like video it. And they went through a French steelworks thing, and it looked fucking sick. They've done a lot of stuff in China recently, so it's kind of relevant. Yeah, super good watch. The channel's called The Proper People. Yeah, really good watch if you like kind of watching, dystopian abandoned buildings that
my
look fucking
life.
sick. Yeah.
Ooh.
So
I
that
will jot
was-
that down.
No, you'd definitely enjoy it right up your street.
Yeah.
Next one is Comfy, which we have called You're Welcome. So this is a reference to Moana, the song sung by Maui, voiced by Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And so this is...
Didn't
Sorry?
Jenny come up with this one?
She might have had an input by mentioning Moana. I'm not sure, but basically the idea is obviously it's a reference to Hawaiian stuff, and it's
Luau.
Lei.
Yes,
this one.
sorry,
Not
yeah,
Luau.
and Leia, yes.
Yeah.
So there's that going on, but also PK in the draft. He was originally drafting Comfy. Like the whole thing was like. I was like, okay, I'm not going to touch Comfy because PK is going to go for it. But then when he had to drastically change his team when his two megas got taken, he was like, oh, JP, by the way, I'm probably not going to pick Comfy now. So if you want it,
The collusion. There was
There was collusion.
My God.
The Comfey collusion scandal.
Collusion of 2020. Yeah, so we are aware of how good Comfey can be, having watched a bit of PokeMD. So yeah, I was like, it's pretty good. It's probably worth even having 2 fairies for getting it because it's just that good. And I bitched about how good priority was in last season, so I was like, yeah, I'll get tier 3 priority on everything. Hells yeah. So
you're welcome.
So yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, it was in reference to PK. Let me have it. Though really, I should have called it and thank you. Thank you.
That's our last game. We'll call it and thank you.
Hells yeah.
2 games time.
Shut up.
Don't worry, I'll probably be in that boat, so it's fine.
Hopefully, we won't need to fight each other again. Yeah, so that
Not until
was
the final.
that was Comfey. Now this one is Go-Goat, which has come to 1 game. It has not yet hit the field. It was named, but you didn't get to see it. Becky, can you remember what it was called?
No.
Okay. So it is called Goatee, as in Goty, Goat of the Year. Let's go, go goat! It's going to be the Goat of the Year. It's the Goatee.
Oh, that is so much better than I was expecting.
Hells yeah. That's all there is to it. It's the fucking go-go. It's called Goatee because it's the Goat of the Year. Next.
Pyroar is
Pyroar.
named after the most evil creature, Rory.
Yes, you
My
know that,
sister's cat. who I
that
live
cat we
with.
referenced earlier that PK and
God.
Becky hate. It's
Yeah.
called Rory. And yeah.
She's very vicious, so it works.
Yeah,
Yes.
very vicious. Pyroar has raw in the name, so Pyrory. Yeah.
Rory.
It's also a cat.
The cat is
Yes.
called Aurora, but
Yes.
for short we all call her Rory because she's not delicate and sleepy enough to be called Aurora, which is the name of Sleeping Beauty for anyone who doesn't know Disney.
Unfortunately, Pyroar is not an ice type, so it can't have that level going to it as well. It is a fire type, so it's the exact opposite.
It is still more likely to get Aurora Veil than Aurora's is.
No! If it doesn't get it in the DLC, I'm gonna go mad! I'm already mad thinking about it.
I'm so mad thinking about that DLC.
Yeah, so that is our names. Rate me. Rate us. Any you like, any you don't like.
I like
What's your
the
favourite?
You're Welcome on the Comfey. I think is my favourite of the bunch.
Oh,
I really like
really?
that. Yeah, I really like that one.
Okay.
I was like, as soon as I thought of like that is the name for a Comfey. Yep.
It is a very good name, even if it wasn't referencing me.
If it gets
is
a chance to
very
calm
good
mind
name.
up, it's like, you're welcome for giving me the chance to be.
Give him a draining
and
kiss.
it's like it's a good cleric mon as well. So
Yeah.
it's like you're welcome for all the healing that
The
you
him.
For all the healing you
Healing
given to
that
me.
You're welcome. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
PK.
that's it.
Nope.
The rest are
That's
terrible.
yeah.
Oh.
It's
I like
there was not
Crimson
enough
Chin
reverts,
and
I'm sorry.
Goat of the Year. Like, Goat
Yeah,
of the Year
yeah.
and
Goat
Crimson
of the
Chin.
Year.
They're both
Hells
good
yeah.
ones. Both good
Yeah.
ones. I quite like British Steel. like,
That is good, actually.
it's like, what do I call it? What do I call it? British Steel. Steel. British Steel. Yeah.
British, but yeah, also because Pokemon Galar region. That was the other layer. Sword and
yes.
Shield was at the Galar region, so it was like British Steel. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Becky, what's your favorite?
Well, I'm biased, so I'm not sure that that's fair, but I like Crab Battle. And I like I like Acromantula.
Yeah,
That's what I like the least. Crap.
Crab Battle! Because we were going to call it Crab Bat.
Snake.
But then JP was like, we could call it Crab Battle. And then we basically just said Crab Battle at each other for far too long. And then we're like, sold!
we do that. We say something, and then someone will say it slightly more repeatedly, and then it will just go in a vicious loop until we're just not even speaking English anymore, and we laugh a lot.
Yes. And then we're just going.
Yes.
And that's how we name everyone's team on all that Pummeling during the team.
Yes.
How can we say this more stupid?
Yeah, you literally you just reverse in age and your ability to speak, and then just kind of end up like. Blah, 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 blah,
Well, if we drop out the vowels or drop out all the consonants, see how that sounds. What does it sound like?
Well, front fork figadoos.
Yes. For me, my favourite's probably it's either between British Steel, Goatee, or Mega Ultra Giraffe, because I just like saying Mega Ultra Giraffe.
So basically, you're the
Didn't
ones
you
that
also have
picked.
Mega Ultra Chicken?
Yes. I biased them.
Mega Ultra Chicken.
Mega Ultra Chicken. Right, yeah, so enough about all that Pummeling related people. Let's get on to someone who we actually care about. And that is going to be... Oh, actually, shit, I need to find the right thing. There we go.
Going to be the eye in the sky.
It's another red grouper. It's the Sheffield Shedinjas.
Yes, indeed. And I've got the list right here. And straight off the bat, I think we are in the right order, having a quick scroll through. So starting off with the Mega B Drill, which is of course called Barry B. Benson.
No, I want to know if I'm right on this. I have a suspicion. I've not read what I'd put.
I mean,
Go for it.
what? It's clearly the name of the character from B Movie. What?
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, well, is that a reference to... so in Formula 1, there was the Jordan team, and they were sponsored by Benson
Wasn't that
Hedges
cigarettes?
or something like that. Yeah. And their logo was a bee.
Ah.
So
Okay,
when I
well-
saw Benson, I thought it was a relation to that.
Well, I mean, maybe
Yeah.
that's why the
Yeah.
character is named partly that. But
Yeah, because
maybe.
the Jordan was also like a yellow car. I'm like,
Yeah, which... Why did it
Yeah.
work?
Well, no, this-
Why did it work?
Ed
Why
was
did it
written here in 2007. DreamWorks Animation released a film. So I should put on my movie voice.
Yes, movie voice, please.
In 2007, DreamWorks Animation released a film called B Movie, in which a bee and a human fall in love
Creepy.
and then sue the entire human race and destroy all plant life on Earth. Assuming I didn't hallucinate all of that, that bee's name was Barry B. Benson.
So I almost wasn't listening to the words you were saying because the quality of the voice was fantastic. I was like, hang on a minute, I listened to a guy who actually is a professional voice actor, and you were doing his exact voice. I was like, holy shit, what?
We have some tools in our shed.
It just for some reason it just made me think of that Hansel and Gretel horror movie, as you were saying that. I don't know why.
The horror movie or the witch one?
Wait, the
Witch Hunters.
About the weed one.
Yeah, the weird one. The 420 witch.
The 420 witch.
Yeah.
Blaze that witch in the furnace.
A classic of the all
We
out
were going to
Pummeling
post that in the
genre.
comments, but we never did.
Hansel and Gretel get baked, also known as Black Forest Hansel and Gretel and the 420 witch.
Jesus
We do
Now
love a
that
good
is an all
callback.
callback.
But yeah, so that is of course from B Movie, which if people haven't seen it, great film. Completely out there, but
Yeah,
great.
it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. My favorite scene is where they have to go because they win the legal battle, spoilers, and they have to confiscate all honey from anybody and bring it back to the bees. This is all true, yep. And my favorite scene of the whole film is where they have to send a SWAT team to raid Winnie the Pooh, and they drank him and they chloroform him and take all of his honey away.
You know, I thought I'd seen this movie, but I don't remember that at all. I don't remember the
it's
plot.
literally about
I
a
literally
3-second scene
I feel-
where they just
I-
go, get the bear is here, get the bear, get the bear.
I feel like I've seen maybe 5 minutes of the film and thought I'd seen it. And I was
Disney's
like,
gonna sue. Was he also dummy thick?
All slapping of my cheeks has alerted the bees.
Fantastic
double cheeked
stuff.
up on a Thursday afternoon.
Oh, I'm so happy that was brought into my life.
What? Tummy thick Winnie
Yeah,
the Pooh.
dummy thick Winnie the Pooh. So good. If you haven't seen it, just YouTube search dummy thick Winnie the Pooh. There's a lovely little
Slapping of
animation.
My cheeks has alerted the bees.
Right. What's
Next
the
name,
one?
we have the Rotom Wash, who is called Prop Hunt. Rotom is a ghost Pokemon that can possess various household objects, like washing machines. Prop Hunt is a Gary's mod game where players can hide from other players by possessing various household objects, like washing machines. Yeah. Prop Hunt is a good laugh. You have to try and hide. It's basically hide and seek.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Do you know, I'm sad. We have like a lot of friends who play online games, but we don't play any of these games. They're actually really fun to play. Like,
Never even heard of it, to be honest.
It's essentially
The other one that you need to play is Trouble in Terrorist Town.
Oh, it's so good. It's so much fun if you've got a lot of people doing it, because it's all about just being like, oh yeah, I'm totally not the terrorist. Hey look, let's go over this way.
Is that the one-
Oh, by the way, you're dead.
Becky, is that the one you were watching the other day? It's kind of like Ultimate Werewolf, but
Yes,
a video game
yeah,
version.
that.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But with first-person shooting.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and Prop Hunt's basically like hide and seek, but you can hide as a chair, and then all of a sudden you'll be like, hang on, that chair wasn't there a minute ago, and then suddenly the chair will go, oh shit, and like zoom off, and you're like, trying to chase a chair across the map.
Yeah, like, oh shit, he's
Just
turned
shoot
into
a
a
grenade
ball!
at it!
That sounds terrifying.
And then there's an awkward thing where you try and like turn into like a crate and then you get stuck in a wall. It's like, shit, I'm just dead now. But you got so much health, you're just sitting there like, hurry up and kill me.
Stop trying to kill me and kill me.
Yeah. I really like the feature where you could press a button and it would do a taunt and it would just start doing like, hey, yeah. And it was like, who's mocking me?
Somewhere there's an inanimate object making fun of me.
Meanwhile, it's a Rotom Wash. Nice.
Next up, we have the Thunderous Tea, who is
Hate
called Bespin.
Great
Bespin
name.
is a planet featured in Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, home to the gas mining station Cloud City. This is an appropriate name for a Pokemon whose body is partly made of clouds. Oh, who knew? I didn't know that. Didn't know that was what he was referencing.
I like Bespin for it. You know, it's a big floaty thing of significant impact.
I like it because it makes me think of a chess pin, which is
Yeah, that's what
a
it
nice
is.
little one.
Yeah, and I like
One of
chess
your
spins, so I don't
favourite
like it. Chess spins okay. It's the one
It makes me
after.
think of a different Pokemon, so I like it.
Well, see, I don't really like Chespin. However, Quilladin is one of my favourite Pokemon.
It is
of all
one of my
time.
most hated.
Fucking amazing.
Fucking hell, it looks so stupid.
Yeah, I've questionable taste on a
One
great
and
many
three are fine,
things.
but the second one's they messed up a bit.
No, that's the best.
You always like the really shit things.
Yes, really do.
It's so good.
It's not.
Like a little.
It's like a little dude in a spike suit.
Yeah, he's like. So,
And then, like, why is he? Why is he? Just
what do we do
that?
for this mid phase of this evolution? I don't know. How about we just like put him inside a conker, right? He's meant to be a conker thing, right? We'll just put him inside the
Put him
green
inside
spiky
a conker.
things. Yeah, just shove him in that. But how will they know it was him? Well, we'll cut a face hole. And then we'll have his little face in it.
He'll be really
Okay.
happy. Yeah, he'll love it.
Is he going to look any different to the Chespin? Oh, yeah, he'll give him a big pointy fuck off nose for some reason. What?
And suddenly, everyone in the league loves Quilladin.
Great.
Oh, my
Stupid.
God.
Such a spasticated mon.
It sure
Top
is.
10 mon. Top 10 mon right there.
Lowest 10.
Absolutely terrible. Yeah, so Ferrothorn having a lot of similarities.
Yeah,
Which is
another
our next
spiky
one.
boy. So we have Ferrothorn, who's called Kiki. Included here to keep the list in the same order as the roster pick.
Thank
For
you.
an actual nickname explanation, please wait until Kamala. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes.
So when we
So
get
it's
down
going to be
there,
an Australian.
So
I-
has the name
Like
appeared?
Kiwi?
Oh, yeah, sorry, Kiki. You said.
you've already read this, so I might pass it over to you because I've not read
Yeah.
the link. So you can.
Well, when we
take
get
over.
to
Kamala, yeah.
Kamala.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone on tenterhooks, but you know, you're just gonna have to wait for now because next up we've got Alola Mola,
Mola.
Who is called
Alomomo.
Sorry, I think I had a stroke. Oh no, I'm having a really a strike.
I'm not going away.
Oh, sorry, I'm too distracted by Quilladins. Oh. It says here, not even really a nickname. I just definitely spell it right every time.
Definitely. I think that's a perfect name for Alomomola, because the amount of times everyone pronounces it wrong. Like, it's a Lola Mola, right?
Yeah, Alomomola.
It's Alomomola.
Alomomola.
Brenda.
That's
Call
what
it
Ed's called
Brenda.
it.
Everyone will know what you're on about.
Yeah. Everyone knows that is just synonymous with hatred for a fish.
Hashtag ban Brenda.
Hashtag ban Brenda. There it is. Tears.
Next up, we have Manchow, who is called Brittany. Manchow is a stoat, a species of weasel whose winter coat is called ermine.
Oh, it's a stoat.
Is it?
Apparently.
Why is it
This
got
question came up before.
sleeves?
It's cute.
It's highly prized in the fur trade. A pattern based on this fur, also called ermine, is used in heraldry, where it features prominently in the coat of arms of the Duchy of Brittany, now a province of France.
That went more in depth than I was
There you go.
expecting. But shit.
Well, there we go.
Nice.
I just thought he didn't have a name for it. It was like, Brittany, that would do.
Yeah.
But no, I was
Got
not
some
to know.
Highbrow
all of this
references
shit.
going on
Yeah,
here.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Becky, in reference to the sleeves, it's like off of, I don't know, Chinese emperors or Taoist things where they have long sleeves on their things, so they're all flowing and posh.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's just in the way.
Watch Mulan again. You'll see it.
Yeah. Or who's the Street Fighter 5 character? Fang.
Fong.
Fang?
Sorry,
What?
it's
Fang, but it's pronounced. Yeah.
Get it
Fong,
right,
yeah.
Joe. Jeez.
He's of a similar dress code. Next up, we have the Galaga, who is called Scorponok.
Oh, okay. That's sick.
So Scorponok is a gigantic Decepticon featured in the very last a gigantic deception. A gigantic
It's actually named after
Decepticon
the scorpion I once
featured
owned.
in the very last episode of the original Transformers cartoon. His alternate mode was like Gligar, a scorpion. Dun, dun, dun.
I really like Scorponok in was it in Beast Wars, where he was actually just a scorpion, and it was
Beast
cool
Wars.
as fuck. And then it was the best bit about the first shitty Transformers movie, like the whole Scorponok fucking up the US military. I love that.
I sometimes forget. I like remember that Beast Wars exists, and then can't remember whether it was just a fever dream or if it actually was real.
It got like super weird later on, and they tried to mix it with like other Transformers stuff. And then I was like, is this now reboot or is this that planet thing? It's like Unicron, but is that also that planet eating thing that was a different CG show?
It was also the worst game I've ever played. Was a Beast Wars PC game that I think was back on CD-ROM. All I can remember is it was a purple landscape, and you had to get whatever the purple crystal MacGuffin was in Beast Wars.
MacGuffin.
Yeah, like I don't know, whatever stone fueled them in that thing. But
Energon?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Crystal Energon. And I can remember you could take about 3 steps. It ran at 4 FPS, and then it crashed. And that was all I can remember about the game. It was just like, wow, this is terrible.
That's no good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was that.
Well, Scorponok is a great name for a Galaga.
Yeah, reload. Next up, we have you've been waiting for it, and here it is.
It is.
It's the Kamala called Baoba, and now we're gonna pass over to PK Joe.
Right, so the I don't know whether it's Balba or Booba, but so the Balba Kiki effect is a phenomenon about humans assigning words to shapes of different things. So there's a like a jagged explosion type shape, and then there's a curved, almost like a splodge, so like an art splodge. And people have been asked, say, which of these is Balba or which of these is Kiki? And 95 to 98% of the people, no matter what language they speak, would have the Kiki as the sharp, jagged explosion, and Balba as the curved splodge shape. And it's a weird phenomena that sort of transcends, like language almost.
Okay, so it's like in comics
like
when you have
sort of-
like a thinking bubble, and then you've got like a speech bubble.
Yeah, so think onomatopoeias, but for words that aren't
Yeah.
actually even words.
It's
so.
it's a nonsense words that used to describe a shape, and people like inherently use a specific one for like a curved shape. Compared to the I think the other one that I read. It's Takete and Maluma, and it's like it's a similar thing. That
This is too learned for me.
What do you think? Well, Kiki sounds spiky, doesn't it? It's
sounds
like,
Yeah.
sharp, spiky.
Kiki,
Yeah,
yeah.
whereas
Yeah.
Balba's
I've linked the image in both Disco and TeamSpeak. So
put images up.
yeah. So like Kiki is, it's short, it's punchy, it's sharp, whereas Balba is more of a elongated
rounder,
sort of
smoother. You can
and
do that
if
like a
yeah.
smooth tongue motion to say it.
Yeah,
This makes
exactly.
so I'm going to relate this to obscure games now. Anyone play Virtual On either Sega Saturn or the
No.
Dreamcast?
because no one had that
Okay.
fucking console.
There was I had it because I was a Sega person. And there was a robot or a mech in it that you could play. So it's basically a mech fighting game. And there's a mech you could play called Bao Bass Bao. And it was a big chunky thing that floated about, and it shot rings as things. And
So it was a big round thing then.
yeah, exactly. It was a big round thing. So maybe Bao.
Maybe that was
Bao
a
was,
reference.
Reference to that. There you go.
Yeah.
There was nothing called Kiki though. There was like.
I mean, if there was a
Seagull,
sharp,
though.
spiky one like a Quilladin could have been called Kiki.
Quilladin. If anybody ever drafts a Quilladin, you've got to name it Kiki.
Yes, anyone just give up a slot in their team, like just cut it down to 9.
Listen
mobs.
here, you little shit.
Yes.
I mean, someone's drafted a Murkrow, so what the fuck do I know?
Yeah.
And they're doing better than I am. So.
It's like some sick bastard to draft a Murkrow.
Next up, we have the Rampardos, who is called Glasgow Kiss, which is a slang term for a headbutt. Case cam.
See, that was a good effect because I did it, was nowhere near the camera, yet the camera went black like I headbutted it.
Brilliant. Yeah, it's slang term for headbutt, which is what a Pachycephalosaurus are most known for.
Nailed it.
Did I get it? I passed out.
I thought you were just going to stop talking partway through that.
That means thick-headed lizard.
Yeah, they're the ones with the big skulls, like on the
big
tops,
nut.
and just ram stuff.
It's a nut
Like a
lizard.
Rampardos, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It all
I
comes
really
full
like
circle.
Rampardos, and I really like those dinosaurs.
I like a
Jurassic Park!
Ankylosaurus is where it's at.
Angliosaurus.
No, Ankleo. The big
Ankleo.
spiky.
Oh, the
like
spiky
a Quilladin.
boys.
Yeah, like a Quilladin. Yeah,
And it's got like the tail with the
yeah,
two...
with a freaking mace on the end.
Yeah.
Fucking sick.
Yeah.
Anything big, tanky, spiky.
I don't really know dinosaurs, so I don't know.
I used to collect all of the... In fact, over there, I'm gonna get this BRB.
Tracy's gonna go
he's-
get his dinosaur collection.
He's building to something, I think.
Oh, it's short.
lucky he was wearing shorts.
Bit short. He wasn't expecting to go on cam in those
I was
shorts.
going to say, he's got his dinosaur. Dinosaur Dave over here.
Oh, his Christ, that's ringing a bell. I think we had them.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Crikey.
I've known this man for almost 20 years. How is he this much of a nerd?
You didn't know he had
I wasn't there for the dinosaur phase, no.
his two binders, not just one, two binders
Two
of dinosaur
binders.
comics. Yeah.
Hey there, this is Editing JP. So, I totally muted my mic while I was doing this, so There's a lot of me talking, a lot of them just sitting there listening. I was talking about a dinosaur cake in the folders of the comics that I just showed.
All right then.
Oh, he's fucked up his audio.
Yes. I wonder if it's been
we
able to
could
pick
be,
me up for a while.
This entire time.
This could be very bad.
I mean, well, we've heard you this entire time. So.
Well, you've heard me, but I'm not sure of the recordings on that.
Oh,
Because
no.
I did do a big
no.
cough at one point.
Mate, you're going to have to dub yourself over with everything you've said.
I am going to have
in
to
real
dub
time.
myself over.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Have
dear.
fun in that one.
Well,
2 weeks. 2 week
Rip.
isolation to do that.
Rip.
You got some time.
Yeah. So, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah.
Recipes.
Dinosaur.
Cake
Yeah.
dinosaur recipe.
Yes, dinosaur recipe. Yeah, fuck it, it's not even important now.
What's the recipe for? We
you've
want to
started,
know.
so you'll finish.
It's for a birthday cake, and I've wanted it since I was a
dinosaur
kid.
cake?
A dinosaur cake, yes.
Wow.
And I've been holding on to this idea that I want this dinosaur cake for like 20 years now.
I'll be
You could have
honest.
told us.
I'll be
No, I
honest.
needed the
Your birthday the
exact.
other day.
I needed the exact recipe that's in that thing, and I've only just found the comic after like
Could
20
have
years.
made it for you.
The really big problem is it's impossible to get real dinosaur anymore to put in that cake. So there's no way you'll get it bang onto the recipe. So.
Oh, and who doesn't want a meat cake?
Yeah. Closest you can get is a bit of crocodile in there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, birds are dinosaurs. You can get a bird cake.
Bird cake.
Bird
Pigeon cake.
Ooh,
Yeah.
chicken cake.
Oh yeah, probably that. Rather than a pigeon or a pheasant. What about pheasant? Stuffed in a pigeon, stuffed in a rabbit,
Stuffed in a crocodile.
in a crocodile.
What's that
Baked
called?
into a cake.
And then put in a handbag.
What is our last name?
Okay, yeah. Our last name is Ninjask. That's right. It's a mascot, team mascot, and it's called #Unban Shedinja. Dun, dun, dun. Right, we got a bit of a spiel here.
Bit of a
bear with
spiel.
me.
Here you go. Ready.
The Sheffield Shedinjas will not stand for this completely unfair and prejudicial treatment of our mascot. Even though Shedinja has been in the bottommost tier of Smogon's ranking for every single generation since its release, the abject cowards who run our league are too scared to allow it to be drafted. In a proud act of defiance, Shedinja brother Ninjas will be taking the name #Unban Shedinja until our demands are met, namely an end to this unjust imprisonment. A full written apology from the shadowy overlords known as Ray and Dawn, and an end to the malicious and completely unfounded rumors that the Sheffield Shedinjas have used their mascot's powers to harvest the souls of the league's dropouts. #support the rebellion. #down with tyrants. #unban Shedinja.
Shedinja brother.
What a fantastic
Shedinja
name.
brother ninjas.
Shedinja brother ninjas.
Oh, that is very good.
Well, they're born from the same Ninkada,
very
aren't they?
Yeah.
Brothers in arms.
They are brothers. Just one's a lot creepier than the other.
One does steal yourself.
Yes. Wow, that was fantastic. Both in the delivery and the name. And the story. Right, what are we thinking? Favourites? There's some good ones in there.
Yeah. Scorponok, I think, is my favourite name. I think
do
for
really like
any,
Scorponok.
Like base one. Fantastic.
Scorponok, #Unban Shedinja.
Barry B. Benson. Alola Mola 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 Mola. I really like it because it's just that's what everyone's thinking anytime they have to try and say it. They just go, oh, I'll just say A and then a bunch of blah blah blah.
It just makes it even harder because every time you see it and it's called that, it's like, what is this called? Being misled.
We have a chemical at work called which I'm probably going to mispronounce and Becky's going to correct me. Is phenolphthalein or phenolphthalein? Phenolphthalein, yeah.
Yeah.
But what we just do at work is we go, oh, can you pass me the and then that's it. That's it.
Yeah, I know what you
Phenolphthalein. And that's all you need to say. Yeah.
That's amazing.
That always reminds me with the Alola Moly. Just like, I'll just say the first consonant and then a bunch of noise and they'll get it.
They know what I'm on about.
PK, what's your favourite name?
I don't know. I enjoyed the spiel about it, but I don't know if I actually like any of the names. I like the descriptions finding out. I don't know if I like any of the names.
Glasgow Kiss is fantastic.
Yeah, I think
I love Glasgow Kiss.
Glasgow Kiss has got to be. I think that's the one that.
Because that's basically what a Ramboros is as a Pokemon.
He's going to.
This is my fucking
fucking nut
Kiss.
you.
Here you go.
Like, absolutely.
My boosh. And it's done.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Glasgow Kiss.
Yeah.
Nice.
A very nice crop.
Becky, what do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah, what do you think?
Okay.
You get an opinion
so,
now.
I love Prop Hunt because I love all of the Gary's mod stuff.
Yep.
I very much like the spiel about Ninjask. And I do think our overlords need to address this. Clear oversight.
Unban Shedinja. What are you so afraid of?
So, yeah.
We got
did
by
trials.
Shedinja. What are you going to do? Shedinja me?
I mean, Joe had it and it was terrible, so you know.
Well, I had it in. Did I have it with a Ditto and a Zoroark? Wasn't that the plan?
Yes.
So and they'll be like, they'll never be able to hit anything. And then I was like, oh, they've just hit everything with one thing.
Yes. That's exactly it. Oh, dear. And that takes us to the end of the name rater. I don't know. I assume Out of Your League have gone through the matches. Do we want to look at that at all? They
have talked about the matches going in.
They have. Okay. Do we want to? Should we just very quickly just run through them, see if there's any we're particularly looking forward to? Any of note?
Can do if you have them available.
I do not because you have them open.
It's all very well you anticipating us doing this, but if we do not have the resources,
in the time that we're using to talk about how we're getting these open,
well, who maybe are you fighting, Jay? You are fighting.
I am versus Rob, the undefeated, the Bristol Bravery.
Bristow Bevies.
I have no idea what I'm gonna do yet. Well, I have an idea of what I'm gonna do, but whether I follow through with it or not, we will see.
Sometimes it's right to follow through. Then we have the Ely Kids versus the Limehouse Luxrays.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah,
that's an interesting one.
They're tussling for position still up there.
So. Yeah, so if there's a particular seeding that they want, then yeah, that's the play for. But do you think, they're just going to bring kind of like boring-ish teams so they don't show any tech before the playoffs?
Could be. It could be the sandbag round. We don't know whether people are going to actually bring real strategies or. Oh, I've lost my pop.
This is the master group. This is the try-hard group. So you know.
Yes.
I mean. Rob's. I don't know. But now you said that Rob wants to lose because he wants to get that pressure. I don't know whether
that.
But, the golden cage.
Yeah.
But he also said on Out of Your League that he hates the Krukan Croconaws, so he's not going to want to lose that game.
I hate.
You did smash him very hard in season 3, many times, over and over again. He's not forgotten. He's still mad.
We've got something special lined up.
There's some history there.
Don't you worry.
Okay.
Then in the Ultra group, we have the Wappin Wailords versus the Kingswood Kabutops.
Wappin Wailords.
Wappin Wailords.
No, it's the Wappin Wailord. Wappin.
And also we have the Charmeleons versus the Slowbros to round out that group.
Okay.
Those two, I'm more interested in the Slowbros. Charmeleons, not mainly because that could also indicate what I'm fighting, but
that is a very old master versus.
Yeah,
this is the
both,
original.
This is
That's
both
Yoda
the Padawans
versus
Luke and
older Yoda.
yeah.
I don't know whoever else trained it. Wait, it didn't. Who else is Yoda trained? Yoda trained
Qui-Gon.
Everyone.
Qui-Gon?
I guess Mace Windu before even Qui-Gon. I don't know.
I don't know. It was a sexy
know.
man, that Qui-Gon Jinn.
It's
So I
Cypher
know.
DS.
He
Maybe
was such a
Cypher
good
DS. Everyone knows everything about
Yeah,
Cypher DS, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe one of them Cypher DS, the other one's Qui-Gon.
Master Cypher DS.
Well, no, it wasn't.
Were they two most niche Jedi? Oh yeah, it's like a clear battle between Cypher DS and that Yoda had hair.
Doesn't Count Dooku think he's master, Qui-Gon's master? Or was it both? Wasn't it Dooku who learned from Yoda as well as Cypher DS? So Yoda trained two
Probably.
dark side people because he's a
No,
bad
Cypher.
He was-
Oh, actually, yeah, Cypher DS.
Dooku
I don't know the
was
extended
the
lore about
former
Cypher DS.
master of Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yes,
He
I
was the
thought that
teacher of
much.
Qui-Gon Jinn, yeah.
Who
was-
Qui-Gon
was-
became the biggest hippie out there Jedi.
But I
Yeah,
think
he's the person who discovered the whole dying and becoming a ghost thing.
Yeah, I think wasn't Qui-Gon like some weird like rebel who was not rebel as in rebel as a Jedi, you know?
Yeah, he was like a
he's
proper little-
meant to be like a super like badass in the like the extended universe stuff. And,
Yeah,
like,
the backstory is that
Yeah.
he was pretty badass, and he almost turned to the dark side because he was exploring both sides of the Force. But he was more into keeping the balance rather than going to one side or the other. So yeah, that sort of led him to learning all
so
this
he
other funky shit.
actually would have been the hero and the best character, but unfortunately, we didn't get that in the movies.
He's actually
Which are
voiced.
Which are the only things I've seen.
He has a line in the third film. I don't know if you've.
I don't really remember much
remembered
of the third film. I did watch it in the cinema.
Which third? Do you mean the third?
Oh, sorry,
three?
in episode three. Episode
okay.
three,
He wasn't
yeah.
in the others as far as I know.
When Anakin is slaying all of the Tuscans, and Yoda's going
boy
like,
slays.
oh, and there's a hit where you hear going, Anakin, no, and yeah, that's Qui-Gon trying to talk to Anakin, and that's the first hint you get about after death being able to do shit.
Oh. I mean, I don't know much about Star Wars, but I vaguely remember hearing something about that. And I wish we could have got a movie with that with Liam Neeson.
Yeah, man.
I wish.
It was
You
great.
did get a movie with Liam Neeson.
Yeah, but a solo movie with Liam Neeson.
solo
Not
movie.
solo.
No, he
as
wasn't in
Solo.
Solo. Solo was about Han Solo, Peter.
Yeah, it was shit.
Qui-Gon was dead by then.
Solo was fairly enjoyable.
But hang on, but Darth
Wait,
Maul
he
was in
was.
that film.
Yeah.
I know. It made no sense. Unless he's
Darth Maul
still alive.
doesn't die.
know,
He
you
has
got
a
cut.
whole thing. He gets metal legs and hooks
yeah.
up with it. Doesn't hook up with his
He's
brother. but
Freezer.
He joins forces with his brother. And they live on a swamp planet and be.
And then Khaleesi's
Daddy.
there, and no one knows why she can't act. So-
Everyone knows what she got. Back to Pokemon.
Right, yeah, it's
yeah.
like a match between
Yeah,
Cypher
it's-
DS
yeah.
and
Yoda.
Qui-Gon. Yeah, or
And
Yoda,
Qui-Gon,
yeah.
yeah. That'll be a good one.
hair? Anybody know? And why is nobody talking about the droid attacks on the Wookiees? Right.
Yoda with hair is
Chewbacca, my
Yaddle,
friend.
apparently.
Yaddle.
Yeah.
Isn't that? No, I'm thinking of no.
But what you want to know? Who's been clapping those green cheeks to have all these Yoda? That's what you want to know.
Where's the lady Yodas? Or is that a lady Yoda? Or are they asexual? Do they reproduce like
I mean,
amoebas? Is that?
She's
Hermaphrodites.
Well, according to this, Yaddle's a
Hermaphrodite.
female. She's a female being of the same species as Yoda. So.
What, the one with the hair?
Yeah.
No way. Wow.
Can I just say, on a different topic, I'm very much looking forward to the Kabutops versus Wailords because those two have been doing hella good this season.
You
It's
trying
like
to
a
bring us
match
back to
between.
Good ass.
Right, where do we get to? Carry on.
Mine and JP's group. How you doing with this one, JP?
Oh dear. Right, so it's me and Becky versus Seb. So this is a weird one because obviously we've sort of fought before in the ladder league, but not really. And now we have proper teams, and Seb's team is definitely better than ours.
Not wrong.
We'll have to see.
Are you going to sit out of this one, JP? Because there was talk about whether you
I
would...
really wanted to,
No.
but Becky, yeah,
that.
that is okay.
You have to defend my honour, Becky. That's what this is about.
But also, we kind of have to. We have to
Win.
play to not lose hard.
No, you play to
So
win.
we can
I play to
lose.
win, and then I get a nice, easier draw.
I mean, you should always play to win.
Yeah,
That's true.
But
Except for in my match versus Rob. And
because it doesn't matter at all.
Actually, I think we need PK to smash Ed as well.
Oh, clapping
Is
those
also a
cheeks.
thing.
Don't you worry.
So that could also affect things. Maybe.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Affects
I haven't-
stuff for me, not
yeah.
for you. Sorry.
yeah. I have not
see.
looked at Ed's team whatsoever. I don't really know what day it is, so it's like I've not been at work for a while now. So
Day 3 of isolation.
Yeah.
I have lost my
Yeah.
mind. I have lost all track of time
fine.
and space.
we're fighting at the
Toilet paper is
weekend.
running
Whenever
low.
that is, then I will have a team ready. But I'm just.
Pika,
I
what you
mean-
need to do is go and buy an advent calendar. It's the only way to keep track of your days of isolation.
And they'll be super
The
cheap
chocolate
now.
will be incentive to keep counting.
I mean, it might be a
Behind
good
every
match.
single one is
It
a
might be
Strepsils,
rubbish.
so-
Straps.
That's one on the cough count, if anyone cares.
It's,
Oh, even there was some muted earlier.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
no,
was
I'd
more.
done it before, but I'd muted my mic.
I had a whole
I've
thing where
muted
I went
myself
off
a couple
camera
times as well.
and then fucked up the audio. So.
Yeah, JP may have ruined his entire audio.
Yeah, he may have to overdub it very
was-
poorly, like
it
an
was
old
through the
Hong
name
Kong
rater.
action film.
So I'm hoping it's just when I went to go get my dinosaur comic and then it's out there. But it might have been a long
Phrase I wasn't
time before
expecting
that.
to hear. It's no Netflix and chill. Just let me get my dinosaur comic.
Do you want to come over and see my dinosaur magazine collection? I've got 2 full binders of them.
You
I've
know
got a
what
very
I'm
nice-
like with dinosaur stuff.
I got a
You know what I'm
Diplodocus
like.
that says show.
Jurassic Park.
I'm actually
Jurassic
very
Park.
excited to see your dinosaur collection.
Hell
I will
yeah.
obviously
PK, you're
only see
losing
it
it, you're losing
on
it.
the actual show.
You want to do my dinosaur?
That's it. I'm out of there.
Excellent, cool.
My favourite is the Ankylosaurus.
I used to know all the dinosaurs.
Most people, I think, have a dinosaur phase. I know me and my brother did as a kid. And I know my
That damn
girlfriend
Jurassic
loves the
Park.
dinosaur. Yeah.
I used to rage about
And then the movie
Diplodocuses.
Dinosaur.
Because everyone was like, Diplodocus is the
Diplodocus.
biggest dinosaur because it's really long.
Do you mean a Diplodocus?
Diplodocus?
Diplodocus.
Fucking American.
What was that?
Brontosaurus all the way.
What was that show about dinosaurs? That was like a kid
Jurassic
show. They
Walking
were
with
like,
dinosaurs?
no, they were like animatronic type. I feel like it's a
Walking
Japanese
with
thing.
dinosaurs?
Are you
Land
talking
Before
about
Time.
with the one with Littlefoot?
No, that was
That
an
didn't have
animated
animatronics,
show.
did
That was
Yeah.
Walking with dinosaurs?
no, that,
Primeval?
no. It was a kids show.
Jurassic Park.
I don't know. It's
Before
okay.
time?
No.
By the rivers of Babylon?
There's only
Lay me
3
down.
dinosaur things.
It was literally called Dinosaurs. Okay, that's
Oh,
why.
okay.
Isn't that a
That's probably
film? The film Dinosaur? It's DreamWorks film called Dinosaurs?
There was a film called Dinosaur. I think it's just called Dinosaur.
Wasn't there also like?
There's The Good Dinosaur, which is
Yes.
a Pixar film, which came out not too long ago.
It wasn't Sam's Dragonite named after it.
This is what
No,
I
he was named after The Good Dragon or something, wasn't it? From something else?
Aye.
The Pete's Dragon.
Oh, Pete's. Oh,
That was
That is what I was referencing. I've linked the link.
You've licked the link.
Stick the link.
Link the link.
Dinosaurs.
That thing.
Yeah, that
Oh,
thing.
God. God, I'd forgotten that was
That had an incredibly sad last episode, which people on Twitter reminded me of recently.
Is it just a meteor?
Yeah, no, it was literally, and they were explaining to the kid how like the dinosaurs messed up, and it's like, and the kid's like, well, can't we just go somewhere else? And it's like, we've got nowhere to go.
Oh,
It's really sad.
this is very sad. Oh my god.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's great.
Like, have you ever seen Seeking a Friend for the End of the World?
No.
That's there's a meteor coming to hit Earth, and it's a story between Steve Carell and Keira Knightley, I think it is. running around, just being friends before the end of the world,
That's
and
cool.
you get like really invested, and then
I love tragic
romance.
romances. Yeah,
It's
shit.
great. Like you're just like,
Aw.
I don't know what I expected, but
I mean, I
Christ.
love that sort of shit. I sound like I'd really like this movie.
Yeah, it's a good film. It's a good film. But yeah. Like, don't get too invested. 'Cause
I mean, I always do with movies, so that's not going to help. I'm one of those people who gets heavily invested.
Well, the
That's
thing is,
what-
I started watching the film. I was like, I won't get too invested. I know what's going to happen, right? And then you're like, maybe it won't. Maybe it will. But then maybe it won't. And then you don't know. And
but then they're perfect for one each other. It's like, oh, it's so sad. They didn't get the time they should have.
Yes. Tragic. Tragic. Much like a fight between Cypher DS and
Much like the Premier Group when we're going with the Wush.
There we go. There we go.
The
That's
Wush
so
Walkie
needed.
Talks versus the Barn Street Big Goose. Like,
So, Handsome John is
a young
locked
slayer.
into the good
John
playoffs
off.
now.
It's a John off.
It is a John off.
yeah.
John off.
Stupid sexy Johns.
Can anyone
Oh,
beat
John.
this man?
No Johns.
No Johns. No
Explained that
Johns.
to the other day. Was it Becky who explained that to? The concept of no Johns.
No
The
Johns.
concept of no John. I don't even think I know the concept of no Johns.
What
I
is
know
the
where it
concept
came
of
from.
no Johns?
Yeah. Do you want to explain, JB?
The concept of no Johns, it came about from Smash Bros. It was in the Smash Bros. Melee documentary.
Yeah.
Becky, was it you that we did explain?
Yes.
it
I
to?
think, yeah,
Okay, it was, yeah. And yeah, so there was a guy called John, and he would lose games. He would get very salty about it, to the point where he would just make excuses all the time as to why he lost. So it got to a part where everyone was like, well, if you're making excuses, then you're making Johns, so we want no Johns this game.
Yeah, he became
No
so
excuses.
synonymous with being a whiny little cretin that, that it became, just no Johns. Just no Johns. Like,
No John.
So
No
Sam, no Johns.
We're allowed to have one.
no
But there's
Johns.
two, and they're fighting each other.
There could be only one.
Cool. Then the last game is
The Kingsdown Kinders versus the Bristol City Bewares. There's a chance for someone to not go 0-6.
there is a chance.
Whoever loses that is going to be against me in the knockout. So whoever ends up in bottom of bottom group, you got me to look forward to.
Then there's
Oh,
this guy.
I'll see you in the cage match.
I've got you
3 minutes later.
Oh, beautiful Randy Savage.
And to be honest, I hope I hope the Bewares win that match, to be honest. Just so they don't go 0-6.
Yeah, no, it would be nice if
Yeah.
everyone can win a game
Yeah.
this season. But yeah, so that is all of the stuff. The very last thing I want to do before we end the show is rant about how long the game
The show
between...
is?
No, well, there's the show. No, how long the game was between...
Already past
the... was it the Slow Bros and the Kingswood Kabutops. That game went on for an hour and a half!
Was it as long as this bit?
That's a bit much. That's a bit much.
That's a little bit.
That's
much
as almost
slow play.
as long as a fight between Cypher DS.
Yes.
It's also long as this call.
Hells yeah. Yeah, but the duo coach games are tricky because games do go on for a lot longer because you have to talk to two people. But an hour and a half is too long for every game
That
for
is a
any
bit
game.
much. Yeah.
It's a little
no.
bit. Yeah.
Nobody got time for that.
Me
Yeah, I
and
guess
John were raging watching it.
Duo coach v duo coach, so it's like, oof, that's 4 heads there you got to
Yeah.
work through.
Cool. Anyway, I've said my piece. Right, we're going to end. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching this longer episode of All Out Pummeling. It's been a while since we've done.
It was a bit of a rambling.
Post
Bit of a
to
rambling.
There was
There
a
was.
4th person, which always adds a little
Hello.
bit of time. So
Hello.
it's always the way when we get someone in to, give their voice and their opinion. So.
Yes, yeah. Well, I think that should be everything then. So, PK, if you would like to lead us out.
Yeah. So, Becky, would you like to lead us out?
Hell no.
Pass in the bucket.
Unless you just want me to go, Little Alex on!
Oh, well, I don't. But as we say at the end of every episode of Well Out Pummeling, Viva la Revolution! We want
Hashtag.
season 6 Shedinja. Let's make it happen, guys.
Hashtag unbanned.
Hashtag unbanned. Good night.
Thank you very much, everyone.
night.
Good night. And goodbye.
A full written apology from the shadowy overlord known as Ray and Dom.
We just need a match between Cypher Diaz and Shedinja now.
With commentary by Qui-Gon Jinn from the Cloud City.
Some say Shedinja has learned to surpass death, but that's not a story the Ray and Dom would tell you.